Hello again, folks, and welcome back to the First National Bank pregame show. Our pregame coverage is brought to you by First National Bank, where they put you first always. Nettleton Raiders return home on this Friday. They had a week off. It was a bye week. I'm joined up here with my co-host, Hunter Tolbert. How you feeling about this one today, Hunter?
I think it's going to be a great matchup here at the field. Hopefully, it's going to be a Nettleton win here at the field. So what we can hope for, they got some great work in last week, the bye week. Extra work in for the boys.
The Raiders take on the Batesville Pioneers, and Batesville is historically a great football program. They have beat Nettleton 22 of the 33 times these teams met, and in the last 10 meetings, Nettleton's 4-6 against the Pioneers, but winning two in a row, and on a little bit of a hot streak right now against the Pioneers. We're expecting a little bit of difference from the Pioneers today. They are switching out from tradition. They are a Power I football team, or they were a Power I football team. Now they run majority spread, which is real interesting to see.
Yeah, for sure. And, they have a great kicker. Watching some of that pregame.
They do have a phenomenal kicker, Jackson Elam, and Pioneers are looking for their first win in the hunt still for it. And Nettleton's had a pretty solid non-conference play schedule. They went 1-2, beating Truman 34-12, losing to BB, and then losing not last Friday, but the Friday beforehand against Blytheville. They take the bye week. They got the chance to work on some things, which we'll hear from Coach Hampton after our break. So Coach Hampton has a lot of information on what they did, and we're excited to bring you this one. I'll tell you what we're going to do. Let's go ahead and take that break. We're going to take a 3-minute break. When we come back, we'll have Coach Hampton for the First National Bank pregame show. Our pregame coverage is brought to you by First National Bank, where they put you first always. Back here in 3 on the EAB Sports Network. Welcome back into our First National Bank pregame show. Our pregame coverage is brought to you by First National Bank, where they put you first always. Jacob Linderman in our NEA Baptist broadcast position. NEA Baptist is healthcare for the next century. Just got through with our coaches interview with Coach Stephen Hampton. It's always fun getting the chance to sit down and talk to him for a little bit of the game. So let's go ahead and break down starting lineups, starting with the offensive starters for Nettleton. At left tackle, number 58, Mikael Hurt. Left guard, number 60, Channing Bean. At center, number 65, Sir Jonathan Freeman. Right guard, number 66, Jorion Pounds. Right tackle, number 74, Uriah Murray. At quarterback, wearing number 15 is Marcus Jefferson. Running back number 9, Xavier Harrell. Receiver number 1, Jordan Simmons. At tight end, number 17, Tyler Cole. Receiver number 6, Jeremiah Jackson. And receiver number 11, Jordan Orr. On the defensive side of the ball, at defensive end, number 50, Keyshawn Washington. Nose guard, number 55, Demarion Jackson. Defensive end, number 61, Ahmad Hurston. Linebacker, number 18, Darius McCuston. Linebacker, 24, Damon Coleman. Linebacker, number 7, Xavier Johnson. And linebacker, number 8, Cam Phillips. Playing in the corner is number 3 and number 4, Desmond Copeland and Kylan Hendricks. At strong safeties, Torrance Binks, and free safety, number 23, Donovan Mitchell. At the kicker is number 40, Drew Gossett, and the punter, number 14, Javion Lyons. That's the starting lineup for this Raider squad as they get ready to open up conference play here at Raider Field. Glad you're joining us, whether you're joining us with the EAB Sports Media Group app, 101.3 Bob FM, or on Nettleton Raider Athletics. The EAB Sports Radio Group is glad to bring you the action tonight here from Nettleton Field. If you're just now joining us, you're in our First National Bank pregame show. Our pregame coverage is brought to you by First National Bank, where they put you first always. Nettleton takes on Batesville, and both teams looking for the first conference win of the year. It's the conference opener, and it's going to be a fun one. Tell you what we're going to do. Let's do a 4-minute break. When we come back, we're going to talk a little bit more about the history of this matchup. Back here in 4 on the EAB Sports Network.
Rosters, pictures, schedules, and so much more. So please support.
Welcome back to our First National Bank pre-game show. First National Bank, where they put you first always. Glad you're joining us here at our NEA Baptist broadcast position. NEA Baptist is healthcare for the next century. The Raiders are taking on the Pioneers tonight. Raiders back home, and it's been a very good start to the Raiders season. 1-2, however, a lot of technical errors and players out that cost a couple wins, and now the Raiders are in full strength, looking to get a conference opener win tonight. Historically, against the Pioneers, Nettleton is 11-22, with their last game being a Raider win. Bunch of great all-time games. The one in 2022 was a great one that came down to a blocked field goal for Batesville, and they took it back to the house. But it was a absolute barn burner the whole way through. I got to call that one with the TMC back in the day. And 2021 also another great win for the Raiders, 26-7. That was the conference championship year for the Raiders. 2023 was a win as well, 34-20, and they won last year. And I don't have that score off the top of my head, but Raiders are winning more in recent years against the Pioneers. However, starting out this series from about 2001 to 2016, the Raiders could not catch a break against them, and it was pretty much all Batesville. And what do you think about that, Hunter?
Quite interesting right there. You know, this Raider team, it's Batesville today.
Batesville takes on the Raiders. We're about 5 minutes away from kickoff. So I'll tell you what we're going to do. Let's take one more, let's do a 3-minute break, and we're going to re-announce starting lineups, cover the coin toss, and do all that. We're having some technical errors on the live stream side. We're trying to make sure every kink gets worked out before kickoff. So what we'll do, we'll take that last 3-minute break and come back with more Raider football. Back here in 3 on the EAB Sports Network. To welcome you back into our First National Bank pregame show. Our pregame coverage is brought to you by First National Bank, where they put you first always. Coin flip is in progress. Let's see who won the toss. Looks like referee is talking to Nettleton, and they're switching the sides up. Batesville has won the toss, and they have elected to receive. They'll be going right to left on the radio dial. Nettleton defending the north end zone while Batesville's defending the south. And Nettleton in their alternate jerseys tonight, what they call it, the emerite. It's a gray color, like a little heather gray, and it's a very nice color scheme. I got the opportunity to wear that color scheme a couple times, and Raiders here for a great matchup tonight. Batesville's in their road whites, the white jersey, white pants with the black Pioneer helmets. Going to remind you of the Nettleton starting lineup. At left tackle is Mikkel Hurt. Left guard, Channing Bean. Center, Sir Jonathan Freeman. Right guard, Jorion Pounds. Right tackle, Uriah Murray. Quarterback, Marcus Jefferson. Running backs, number 9, Xavier Harrell. Receiver, number 1, Jordan Simmons. Receiver, number 17, Tyler Cole. Receiver, number 6, Jeremiah Jackson. And receiver, number 11, is Jordan Ord. Defensive end, Keyshawn Washington. Nose guard, Demarion Jackson. Defensive end, Ahmed Hurston. Linebacker, 18, Darius McCuston. Linebacker, number 24, Damon Coleman. Linebacker, number 7, Xavier Johnson. Linebacker, number 8, Cam Phillips. Corner, wearing number 4 is Kylan Hendricks. Corner rocking number 3 is Desmond Copeland. Strong safety over the top is number 5, Torrance Spinks. And the free safety, number 23, is Donovan Mitchell. Mitchell's going to be playing a hard cast tonight, as we heard from Coach Hampton in the interview earlier. So on the live stream, easy way to spot him is he's going to be the guy with the padded cast on. Raiders are out on the field. Batesville is about to run out. They got a big sign. It looks like their theme is something neon. It's lights out Nettleton. It's our turn to glow. So that's I guess, pretty creative sign. I've seen some times where these signs don't rip. I wonder if they had a pre-rip. So that's something to be watching out for. And Raiders got their kickoff team led by Drew Gossett set up, getting ready to boot one deep. The Raiders, the Pioneers, it's going to be an absolute fun game. And you're just now joining us, you're in our First National Bank pregame show. Our pregame coverage is brought to you by First National Bank, where they put you first always. Jacob Linderman, Hunter Tolbert on the call in the NEA Baptist broadcast position. NEA Baptist, healthcare for the next century. They did rip the sign, so that is good for Batesville. And Batesville Pioneers have made their way to the field. We're excited to bring you all the action today. It's a conference opener, and we are absolutely stoked for the new, I guess they call it a new season.
Yeah,
when conference play
sure.
starts, it's a new season. Everything's different. Everybody's 0-0, and everybody's trying to make the state playoffs. What happened in non-conference doesn't matter. They can go 0-3 and then go 7-0 in conference, be the 1 seed from the 5A East. Anything's possible here in conference play.
This is what matters. At the end of the day, this game starts the season. Ready to see what the Raiders can do tonight.
Drew Gossett is set to kick off. We're having a Grove Street party, and we're about ready to go. Batesville out on the field, back deep to receive for the Pioneers. Looks to be number 1, Xavier Pierce. On the other side's number 2, Colin McCuston. Gossett walking up, puts it almost over the head of Pierce, and Pierce brings it to the middle of the field. He's wrapped up, slung down, and goes down at the 27, and he was tackled by number 29, Kyler Robertson. Batesville will take over 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line, and they're out of the normal I formation. Now we're used to them running into the spread.
Great awareness right there to be able to make that tackle.
He broke down, got low, eye through the thighs. That's exactly how Coach Pat Massey taught me to tackle back in the 7th grade. In the shotgun is Batesville. That's number 6, Cole Bentz. Bentz actually in the pistol has the running back behind him. He's going to hand it off to the running back. No, he's going to keep it. He's looking deep to number 1, Xavier Pierce, and Pierce hauls that one in about at the, they're going to say he went out of bounds at the 37-yard line. And a nice long key from the Pioneers right there to get things going. It's about a 40-yard pass, and Batesville playing quick hurry-up offense. Bent's in the backfield yet again. Number 25 is the running back behind him. That's Caleb Murrah. And Bent's looking for the snap, gets it, hands it off right side. That's Murrah going up the sideline.
Wow.
Gets hit low and goes out of bounds about at the, they're going to say he's at the about 8-yard carry right there. 2nd and 2 from the,
Looks like the 24.
be the 26-yard line. First down marker sitting at the 23 as Batesville breaks the huddle. Bent's in the pistol. It's the power pistol. Got fullback on the right, running back in the backfield. They call out a shift, now running 2 tight ends and 2 receivers out to the left. They hand it off left side at Murrah. He gets another good carry there. That one's for about 5. Makes it a first down, be 1st and 10 from the 21-yard line.
Got to say, Batesville is moving right now.
Running and gunning, to say the least. Batesville is one of the teams that likes to do a pre-play huddle. They used to do that all the time in the Power I, and they're getting things set up here. Number 6, that is Bentz, is the quarterback, back in the power pistol with Patterson as a fullback, and now Murrah in the backfield. They hand it off to Murrah up the right side. He's moving forward, gets up about 9 yards, makes it 2nd and 1. He's brought down by a group of Raiders. Raiders bringing in some different packages now and bring out Ahmad Hurston and number 18, that is Darius McCuston. Number 6, Bentz breaks the huddle, back in the pistol. Be tempted to see if they're going to throw the ball out right now. Bentz calls the shift, and looks like they're going to try the right side yet again, and yes, they do, and he's wrapped up by a host of Raiders after a 4-yard carry. It's going to be 1st and goal from about the 8-yard line for the Pioneers. The Pioneers came out moving the ball well on this first drive.
For sure.
9:30 remains in the first quarter as the Pioneers are driving. Number 6, Bentz, opened the drive off with a long ball.
Very impressive throw right there, and a great catch as well.
Threw it while rolling out of the pocket. Now they've been running the run game very well with number 25, Murrah. Number 6, Bentz goes the hard count. Nobody jumps off sides. Bentz looking to try it again. Gets the snap, goes right side to Murrah. Murrah brought down after a 3-yard carry. And it's going to be 2nd down and 5. 8:51 remaining here in the first quarter. All knotted up at 0, but Batesville's in the red zone. Batesville is at the 4-yard line. Batesville talking things over in the huddle. Nettleton looking to make some adjustments, trying to figure something out to try to stop the run game. The run game's been very good for the Pioneers. They're always been a run-first team. Here they go in the I formation, smash mouth football. They're going to hand it off again, and it's Damon Coleman meets him in the backfield. Makes it 3rd down and 5. A loss of 1 right there after the TFL by Damon Coleman. Damon Coleman has 11 TFL nows on the season, and that's an impressive stat for only playing. This is game number 4. Referees call a flag. Try to see what's going on. They're going to call unsportsmanlike conduct against the Raiders. That's an automatic 1st down and half the distance of the goal.
Words must have been said or something on the field.
That's probably what happened. They're going to say it remains third down. I always thought it was an automatic first down. I guess I'm wrong. Still third down over there, third down on the scoreboard. So we're going to roll with third down right now.
Yep.
Batesville brings in the huddle. They send the receivers out first. There goes the center, and the rest of the team suit to follow. Back in the pistol with Murrah in the backfield. Bent at quarterback. Bent. We got a flag on the play. Flag is going to be offsides against the Raiders. That moves them up half the distance of the goal yet again.
Yep.
So third down from the 1 yard line. Just a little bit outside of the 1. 7:39 remains here in the first quarter. All tied up at 0. Batesville with less than a yard to go. Raiders going to have to
They rush out there.
bring the blitz. Looks like they're running the tush push, and that sure is the play they ran. And they're going to say, did he get across? They're going to say he crossed right there. A 1 yard tush push touchdown for the Pioneers, and Pioneers strike first tonight. 7:22 remains in the first quarter as Batesville puts it on the board on a 1 yard carry by Bent. And the tush push is not very common these days in high school football.
I'm not sure I've ever seen that play in high school.
Outside of the NFL, I think that's the only time I've ever seen it.
I haven't even seen it on a college level before.
Batesville squared up to kick here, and it's going to be number 16, Elam. Elam has a heck of a leg, so quite the kicker. The Raiders jump off sides as Batesville goes set, so that just, I guess that looks like Batesville is going to try to go for 2 now.
Wow.
They get them to jump, and they bring out a different squad. Yep, they're bringing back out Bents. They're at the 1 yard line, so I'm guessing they're probably going to run the tush push to go up by 8. 7:22 remains here in the first quarter, 6-0 with Batesville with the lead. Batesville getting the play call all together.
That tush push was well executed by Batesville right there.
I take that back. They're in the power eye with loaded up on the right side. Bents gets the snap, goes to the fullback, and the fullback is met in the backfield, and extra point is no good. 7:22 remaining here in the first quarter, 0-6 as Nettleton is down. However, we'll have more football still to play. We're going to take a 30-second break. When we come back, we'll have more Raider football back here in 30 on the EAB Sports Network. Zero to 6 is the score. Pioneers with the lead over the Raiders. 7:22 remains here in the first quarter as Batesville gets ready to kick it off after the failed 2-point conversion. Tried the fullback dive and did not work out. Jackson Elam on to kick for the Pioneers, and he goes on-sider, and looks like it might be recovered by Batesville. They're going to say he touched it before. They're going to say he touched it after it traveled 10 yards, and Batesville's going to get another crack at it on defense here. On offense here.
Wow. Impressive there from Batesville.
The onside kick, Nettleton wasn't ready for it. They did not send out the hands team and went right over the heads of the first row, and Batesville with the recovery.
I wasn't even quite ready for that either.
They're going to say, referees confirm it is going to be Batesville ball. 7:21 remaining here in the first quarter, 0-6. Nettleton down by 6, and Batesville back with the ball after the onside. Bents in the huddle, getting the plays across, has a fullback on his right, running back directly behind him in the pistol, 2 receivers out left. Bents calls a shift, now has 2 tight ends on the left side, and he's going to get the snap, hands it off to Murrah. Murrah moving up, and he gets stuffed right there. Torrance Binks stops him after a yard carry, and that's going to be 2nd down and 9. Torrance Spinks read that one perfectly. Came up from the safety spot. So that's quite a way for that young man to travel.
Great eyes on the ball right there.
Very good job there by Spinks. Makes it 2nd down and 9. 6:58 remaining here in the first quarter. 6-0 with Batesville leading over the Raiders. Batesville still in that pistol set. Tight end left, tight end right, and 2 receivers outright. Bentz gets the snap, handed off. He's going to keep it. He's rolling right, still looking. Now he's going to run. Runs out of bounds after a 2-yard carry. Excuse me, looks like they're going to say about a no-yard carry as referees are in the same spot. 48-yard line. It's be 3rd down and 9, and Stone Cold Steve Austin is here. Could be Stone Cold Steve Hampton. I mean, it's really hard to tell sometimes. 6:38 remaining here in the first quarter, 0-6. Batesville facing their second 3rd down of the night. The first one was after a couple penalties and tush pushed into the end zone. Now they have a little bit longer the way to go. Expecting a air attack. They have quads on the left side. Bentz goes toss play to number 1 Pierce, and Pierce spinning around, and he is stuffed. That's a perfectly executed play by the Raiders, and he did not make it back to the line of scrimmage. They're going to say he lost no yards. He tackled out the line of scrimmage and makes it 4th down and 9 for the Pioneers. Huge stop right there for the Raiders. I mean, and
for sure,
you really don't expect that because they just got off the field. Then they onside kick and run right back out. So there's no time to change the game plan, and you're
going to be gassed as well. I mean, you just went down the field, once scored. I mean, you're going back out there, you're going to be a little gassed.
And a heck of a stop, a 4-and-out right there, and now Elam's on to punt here. Elam's punt is up, and it looks like it's going over Jordan Simmons' head and into the end zone for a touchback. 5:41 remaining here in the first quarter, 0-6. Nettleton down by 6, and we get to see the Nettleton Raiders offense for the first time tonight. Nettleton led by senior Marcus Jefferson and senior running back Xavier Harrell. Harrell has a little over 260 yards on the season through 3 games, and I'm excited to see what he has to do tonight. 4 touchdowns on the year. Jefferson and Jordan Simmons have connected for a touchdown as well.
Very impressive offense for this Raider team.
Jefferson tries the hard count first. 2 receivers out left, 2 tight ends on the right. Harrell lined up in his on the left side, and Jefferson, going to air one out. Throws it short, is intercepted. Batesville taking it down the sideline. There's a flag on the ground, and finally brought down about the 10-yard line.
There is a flag on about the 30-yard line.
Looks to be 2 flags on the sideline. There's one from a little bit earlier than I saw one fly in right after the tackle. The interception probably will still stand unless it was a flag before the INT. But from my point of view, it was not. Took it from about the 47-yard line and got all the way down to the 10, and it's probably going to be backed up quite a ways. Those are on Batesville sideline. Looks like to be unsportsmanlike conduct on the Pioneers, and he is backing up quite a bit.
Wow.
Just going to be a singular unsportsmanlike conduct. However, 2 flags were thrown, so a little uncertain on how that worked out. So 1st and 10 for the Pioneers as they get their 3rd offensive drive right here with 5:28 remaining here in the first quarter. 0-6 as Nettleton is down, back on defense as well. 1st and 10 for the Pioneers. They got Bentz in the backfield as they get ready to break this huddle out here. Bentz in the backfield. New running back behind him is number 9. That's Michelle Garcia. Garcia is marked as a corner, and they go trickery. Jackson Pierce lost the football and brought down at the line of scrimmage. It's going to be 2nd down and 10 from the 26-yard line. Xavier Pierce with a had a little bobble, a little air right there, and I'm going to say he lost one. Makes it 2nd down and 11 for the Pioneers. 5:21 remaining here in the 5:21 remaining here in the first quarter. 0-6. Nettleton down, but Nettleton defense is putting up quite the fight right now. Back in the backfield for the Pioneers is number 25. That is Caleb Murrah. Looks like we have referees blow the whistle. Interested to see what the whistle blows for. I'm uncertain. They restart play, so no flags or anything, so that's a good call. Bent's in the backfield, Murrah behind him. They hand it left side to Murrah. Murrah bounces outside, and he's wrapped up immediately and gets about 2 yards right there. And it's going to be 3rd down and 9 from the 25-yard line.
We'll say this defense putting up a fight right now, as you said. Back-to-back 3 drives, I believe, that they've been on the field. Very impressive.
4:55 remains here in the first quarter. 0-6. 3rd down and 9. Pioneers with the ball. Murrah in the backfield. 2 receivers and a tight end split out left, and receivers split out right. They fake the handoff play action. Bent's looking to pass. They go screen to Murrah. Murrah trying to work up the field, and he's stopped short of the first down. About a 6 or 7 yard connection right there. Makes it 4th down and 2. 4:25 remaining here in the first quarter. And it looks like they're going to bring on the field goal unit right here with Jackson Elam. Elam's setting up his kicking tee, getting ready to go.
I saw him drill a couple long balls earlier before the game started.
This is going to be about a 35-yarder. He has the leg to do it. And warm up, he knocked down a 50-yarder, so definitely has the capability. The snap for the Pioneers is good, and almost got a piece of that one for the Raiders, but it goes through, makes it 0-9 with 3:48 remaining here in the first quarter. Let's take a 30-second break. When we come back, we'll have kickoff here, back here in 30 on the EAB Sports Network. Welcome back to Raider football here. Last time Batesville kicked off, they onsided it, so Raiders playing a little extra cautious on that front line. 3:48 remaining here in the first quarter, 0-9, and Elam's lining up for that onside yet again. So Elam squared away and booms that one over the Raiders' head, and that one will be out of bounds, and that is a free kick out of bounds. And it's going to be spotted at the 35. Just coming off an Elam 35-yard field goal. Nettleton's so far scoreless, only one offensive drive so far that resulted in an interception. And Nettleton running out on the field, trying to make a little bit of a difference this drive.
Yep. Hoping we have a better outcome out of this drive for sure.
Ball spotted at the 35, 1st and 10 for Nettleton. With 3:48 remaining here in the first quarter. 0-9 is the score. Raiders down by 9. And number 15, Jefferson, in the backfield and ready to set things up. He hands it off. It's Harrell. Xavier Harrell makes a 1st down run right there. And it's going to be 1st and 10 from the 45-yard line. As Xavier Harrell broke loose there, had a massive hole in the pocket.
For sure.
Very good job right there for Harrell. 3:33 remains here in the first quarter, 0-9. 2 receivers out left, 1 receiver out right. Jefferson and Harrell as Jackson comes in motion. They hand it off to Harrell yet again. He's spinning.
Wow.
And he gets about 3 yards right there. Going to set it up at the 48-yard line. I'm going to say 49. It makes a 4-yard line. Excuse me, a 4-yard rush spotted at the 49. 3:07 remaining here in the first quarter. 0-9. Raiders down by 9, but putting together a good drive. Flag on the play. It looks like it could be a false start call because it's in the Raider backfield. False start is the play. Going to back the Raiders up to 2nd and 11.
Very unfortunate.
It is. Did not see who moved first. Raiders ran a play with a pulling guard. So that usually if you have somebody who's pulling, it's typically the guard. 3 minutes remains here in the first, 0-9. Raiders down by 9. Receiver and tight end out left, 2 receivers out right. They hand it off to Harrell.
Another flag on
and
the play.
Flag on the play yet again. Simmons has a hole, and he has the end zone. 20, 15, 10, 5, touchdown. Jordan Simmons with a flag on the play. So, interested to see what that was. I mean, it would have been a 66-yard touchdown right there. Sorry, 56-yard touchdown. I struggle with math a little bit. It's been a while since I've taken a math class. I took my last one in high school, so gotta bear with me a little bit. I'm a sophomore in college. It's been a little bit. Flag on the play. Let's see what the call is going to be. They didn't blow the play dead, so it can't be a false start. But they back it up like it is a false start, so the play should have been blown dead and makes it 2nd down and 16. 2:48 remaining in the first quarter, 0-9. Raiders down by 9, had a chance to cut into that lead right there. Raiders try the hard count. 2 receivers out left, 2 receivers out right. Harrell on the right side of Jefferson in the backfield. Raiders get the snap. Jefferson drops back. He scrambles up, and he has a little bit of working room. He gets it down to the 48-yard line in Batesville territory. And it's going to be 3rd down and 3 right there.
Very impressive run right there. Great awareness. An ability to move that football down the field right there.
Raiders bring out a second tight end. Looks like they're trying to pound in this first down right here. 3rd down and 3. They bring Tyler Cole in motion. Now Jordan Simmons comes in motion. They hand it off. Harrell. Harrell gets flipped up on his head and only gets about a yard right there. Batesville with a heck of a blitz. Makes it 4th down and 2. And Raiders look like they're bringing out the jumbo package right here. They want this first down.
Wow.
I mean, you see guys like Damon Coleman, number 7, that's Xavier Johnson. They bring out linebackers, and we are going to have a timeout Batesville. 1:42 remaining here in the first quarter, 0-9. Raiders down by 9. We're going to take a 60-second break. When we come back, we'll have more Raider football back here in 60 on the EAB Sports Network. First down, Raiders. Sorry to miss that one by a little bit. They ran out on the field so quick and just missed it by a second. 1:32 remaining here in the first quarter, 0-9 after Xavier Harrell first down. And they had him in the backfield, and he needed 2 yards, and he got those 2 yards and some. 1st and 10 from the 40. It's Raiders on offense. Jefferson hands it off to Harrell again. Let the wrecking ball go. And this time he is stopped about after, let's say that's 1 yard. Makes it 2nd down and 9. 1:08 remains here in the first quarter. They're going to spot him an extra yard. Gain it to 2nd and 8 with a minute and ticking. The Raiders getting the play call across. And they're bringing Jordan Orr over to the opposite side. They got trips on the right. I believe the tight end's on the left-hand side. Jefferson in the backfield. Harrell on his right hip. They try the hard count. Nobody bites this time. Jefferson reissuing the play. Jefferson gets the snap, hands it off to Harrell. Harrell has the sideline, hurdles over one and wrapped up while hurdling.
Wow.
And they're going to say he got another 4 yards there. Makes it 3rd down and 4 from the 26-yard line. It looks like things are being backed up a little bit. Did not see a flag on the ground.
Wow.
Flag on the play. Let's see what the... Did not see a call. But just know the Raiders are backed up 10 yards, probably holding at that point. 25 seconds and ticking. 0-9. Raiders down by 9. Jefferson gets the snap. Throws it to Kalmari Harrell. Kalmari with a stiff arm. Has a little bit of a gap. Moving down the sideline. And he got a heck of a gain right there. Makes it 2nd down. And see where they're going to give him the spot at. They're going to say they knocked out of bounds after at the 26. Makes it 3rd down and 6. So a 12-yard gain right there from Kamari Harrell on the swing pass.
We've got 11 seconds remaining in the first quarter.
0-9 is the score. Raiders down by 9, but driving. Jefferson gets the snap. He's dropping back to pass. Tipped up by the defense, and pass falls incomplete, and Jefferson is not getting up. He's holding his arm. Excuse me, he's holding his back. Was hit while throwing, and it's going to be an injury timeout. 5 seconds remains here in the first quarter, 0-9. And down goes Jefferson. Jefferson, the starting quarterback here for the Raiders. We hope all is well, and definitely not the best time to go down. It's conference opener.
Just hoping he's okay.
Hopefully we get to see more of Jefferson tonight. Hopefully. Injury is nothing major. 5 seconds remains here in the first quarter. 0-9 is the score. The Raider offense is getting it talked over with Coach. Jefferson is walking off on his own power, which is a good thing. We'll have to at least set out one play here for the Raiders. Injury is the same with helmet rule.
Yep.
You got to sit out a play at the least. He's going over to the sideline, and Raiders going to send out Javion Lyons, the backup quarterback, also the punter, and very multi-positional athlete. 4th down and 6. 5 seconds on the clock. 0-9 is the score, and Lyons gets some time in the lights tonight. Lyons gets the snap. He's dropping back to pass. He scrambles. He throws. He finds Jeremiah Jackson. Jackson gets upfield and gets the first down. About a 9-yard completion right there. Makes it 1st and 10, and that's how we're going to end the first quarter. Ball is going to be spotted at the 28-yard line when we come back from this break, and we're going to swap sides of the field and take a 60-second break. When we come back, we're going to have more Raider football back here in 60 on the EAB Sports Network. Raider football here on the EAB Sports Network. 0-9 is the score. Raiders down by 9 to the Batesville Pioneers. Jefferson is back out on the field and about to get this snap here to start off the second quarter. First down and 10 from the 28-yard line in their own territory. So Jefferson keeps it himself, and he has some gaps.
Wow.
He has a hole, and he gets it down to the 6-yard line. Excuse me, they're going to say the 8. I thought he had a little bit more than that. So the 8-yard line, first down and goal after Jefferson gets back from injury and takes it down to the 8-yard line from the 28. It's a 20-yard rush right there, and a phenomenal job by Marcus Jefferson.
Very impressive run. I'm glad he's okay as well.
11:35 remains here in the second quarter, 0-9. Raiders down by 9, but driving. Jefferson keeps it. Jefferson juking and jiving and gets about to the 5-yard line. It'll be second and goal from the 5. 11:15 remains here in the second quarter, 0-9. And second and goal from the 5-yard line with Nettleton on offense. They got 3 receivers outright, tied in on the left. 2 receivers are on the ball. They shift over the tight end. Now they shift Jeremiah Jackson. Nettleton is going to run it up with Xavier Harrell. And Harrell, I think they said the ball came loose. And they're going to spot it at the 1. Raiders were saying he was in, but it's going to be third and goal from the 1-yard line, and Raiders are going to bring out what I like to call the jumbo package. I know back when I was playing, they called it Gorilla, Donkey Kong. They had a lot of different names for it. Jefferson and Harrell in the backfield with so many men on the line, and Harrell leaping over. And I think they're going to say he got it. And, yes, referee over here signals touchdown Raiders. Xavier Harrell with a leap and a score. 6-9 is the score. 10-12 Raiders are bringing this game very close. And heck of a drive right there from the Raiders. With 10-12 remaining in the quarter, Xavier Harrell on a 1-yard rush scores.
Wow, very impressive leap right there.
He definitely got some hang time, to say the least. And looks like we're going to have an offside penalty against Batesville. That's going to move the Raiders just a little bit closer. And Raiders looking over to the sideline, seeing if they. It looks like Nettleton is going to do the same thing Batesville did. They're going to go, since Batesville had the offsides, they went for 2.
Yeah.
And Nettleton's fixing to go try it. Let's see what is good here. Looks like they're sticking with. They're going with their base offense here. They got their 5 linemen out, 3 receivers, and a tight end. Harrell is on the right side. 2 receivers out right, receiver and tight end out left. Timeout, Nettleton. We're going to take it with them. Let's take a 30-second break. When we come back, we'll have some more Raider football. 10-12 is the score. 10-12 is how much time we have left in the half. 6-9 is the score. Back here in 30 on the EAB Sports Network. Raider football here on 101.3 Bob FM, the EAB Sports Radio Group app, and Nettleton Raider Athletics. Glad you're joining us tonight. 10-12 remaining here in the half. 6-9 is the score. Raiders down by 3, but going for 2 right now. Batesville jumped offside, so Nettleton has a little bit closer of an opportunity. Jefferson gets the snap, hands it up to Harrell, and Harrell scored the touchdown, scores the 2-point conversion, and Nettleton will bring it to 8-9. We're going to keep it right here instead of taking a back-to-back break like that. And it's been a great matchup so far.
It has.
Coach Hampton told me it was always going to be a good old mud fest. I think it was his technical term. It could have been a swing fest. It's a barn burner in my book. That's what I've always called them. It's gonna be a barn burner. 10-12 is the score. 8-9. Raiders down by 1. Raiders get to kick off here. When Batesville scored their touchdown, they did the old onside kick that caught the Raiders off guard. I wonder if Nettleton's interested in trying something similar. There you got the team out on the field. Drew Gossett leading his Raiders out.
I will say that was a crucial touchdown right there.
Was a good score, and the extra point really helped out as well.
For sure.
To put the Raiders only down by 1 with a lot of football left to be played. Make sure you stick all the way through to our halftime show here. Our halftime show is brought to you by Kavanaugh Auto Group. You can check out Kavanaugh's entire selection of new and pre-owned inventory at KavanaughCars.com. Gossett is set to kick off, and they got Xavier Pierce back there. And number 9, that is Michelle Garcia. So Gossett is set to kick off here. Waiting for the referee to blow the whistle to get things going. The whistle has been blown, and here comes Gossett. Gossett kicks that one, and it kicks it right to Xavier Pierce. Pierce coming up the middle, looking for a gap, and he is brought down at the 28-yard line. And it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Pioneers at the – they're going to spot him at the 29, and Batesville will take over possession here. Their past 2 possessions, I believe, were ended in 4 downs.
Yep.
And
great work from the defense on the Raiders.
so Batesville's going to try again here. Bentz is the quarterback. He's getting the team together in the huddle. Usually they send the receivers out first. There they go. There's the center. Now the assignment for everybody else. They have Garcia in the backfield. Garcia with a tight end and 2 receivers split out left. Now Garcia makes it an empty backfield. He looks like he's running a wheel, and they connect with a short pass to number 11, Doherty. And Doherty's brought down after about a 8-yard carry. 8-yard reception. 2nd down, and they're going to spot him after a 7-yard. 2nd down and 3 from the 36-yard line with 9:46 and ticking here in the second quarter. 8-9 is the score. Raiders down by 1. They hand it off to Murrah. Murrah is stuffed immediately. However, there is a flag on the play, thrown it in the direction of the backfield. So usually that's a holding call. Let's see what we got here. False start against the Pioneers, or that might be a legal shift. They both have very similar ones. So Batesville will back up. Makes it, I believe it should remain 2nd down. Yeah, 2nd down and 8 with 9:36 remaining here in the half. 8-9 is the score. Raiders down by 1. And Raider defense getting the play across the field. Usually Coach Hampton is the defensive signal caller and usually shows it to the Mike linebacker. The Mike linebacker would scream it out. At least that's what it was back in my day. In the pistol here, running back on the right side, 3 receivers there. He rolls out right. Rolling right, and pass is incomplete. Intended for Xavier Pearson.
Just overthrown right there.
He had to get rid of that one a lot quicker than normal as he had pressure coming in. I mean, he was covered up in the backfield and got rid of it. Goes out of bounds as an incomplete pass. 3rd down and 8. 9:08 remains here in the half. 8-9. Make sure you stick around for our halftime show presented by the Kavanaugh Auto Group. You can check out Kavanaugh's entire selection of new and pre-owned inventory at KavanaughCars.com. Bentz in the pistol this time with Garcia right behind him. The Raiders get called. It looks like they got called on a offsides. I believe number 7 came across here. Try to come down quick to show he was blitzing. And I'm going to say he crossed the neutral zone. Makes it 3rd down and 3. Batesville will switch up the play call here. Most definitely. Usually 3rd and 8 to about 3rd and 12, you really have to go with the deep ball.
Yep.
But now they have 3 yards to get Garcia and a fullback in the backfield. Damon Coleman gave some pressure there, and they're going to stick with the pass. Bentz throws a screen to the opposite side to number 4, Patterson, and Patterson has a lane, and he is hit out of bounds at the other 40-yard line. Excuse me, they're going to mark him at the 39.
Great pass right there from the quarterback. I mean, he was getting met with a tribe of Raiders.
Oh, they marked him out a lot earlier than I saw him go out. They got him at the 43-yard line, and they're going to pass again. They're looking for Doherty, and Doherty catches it, and Doherty brings it about to the 15-yard line. They're going to mark him down at the 16, and the quick fade route, and Nettleton's going to call a timeout, and we're going to take it with them. 8:33 remaining here in the second quarter, 8-9. Raiders down by 1 with Batesville driving. We're going to take a 30-second break. When we come back, we'll have more Raider football back here in 30 on the EAB Sports Network. Raider football here in the second quarter. 8:33 remaining. The score is 8-9. Raiders down 1 to the Pioneers. Pioneers are putting together quite the drive. 2 back-to-back long ball passes got them set up on the 16-yard line in the red zone. So Batesville's not scared to pass. They're traditionally an I-formation team. Talking to Coach Hampton, I went out. This is their first year running the flex, and it's been goes against everything I remember from the Batesville Pioneers. They were a power I football team, ran the smash mouth football. Now they run a lot of pistol and a lot of flex. Remember, looks like 25 Morale behind Bentz in the backfield. 2 tight ends split out right, 2 receivers on the left side. It looks like we got another timeout on the field. This time it's called by Batesville. So Nettleton just called one. Now Batesville calls one. We got the score at 8-9 still. Raiders down by 1, 8:33, still on the clock. So we're just going to keep it right here. Nothing's changed much since the break. But I do have an opportunity to remind you to stick around for our halftime show presented by the Kavanaugh Auto Group. You can check out Kavanaugh's entire selection of new and pre-owned inventory at KavanaughCars.com. It's always a fun time at Raider Field. The student section theme is Jersey Night. Batesville, they brought a little student section, and then they have a neon theme from. Yeah. That's what I assumed from the banner they had up.
I believe so.
All right.
I will say the student body here, they're showing out tonight.
A lot of students here. Nettleton has a great tradition of having a great student section. The black hole, as the kids call it these days. Always packed out, and it's always a good time. 8:33 remains here in the half. 8-9 is the score. Raiders down by 1. Batesville has it in the red zone, looking to score again. Raiders get out on the field before the Pioneers. Pioneers still have to go over the play in the huddle. And Pioneers break the huddle. They have tight end right, and it looks like they're going back to the power I. 2 receivers split out left. Murrah at the end of it. They bring Murrah in motion. They're sending him out, and they hand it up to the fullback, Patterson. Patterson's met immediately. Goes for no yards. Makes it 2nd down and 10. 8:23 remaining here in the half. 8-9 is the score. Raiders down by 1. Batesville in the red zone, marching down the field. 8:12 remains here in the quarter as Batesville is in the huddle talking over the play.
Clock's going to keep ticking.
Clock is ticking due to it being a run play. Usually the run, unless it runs out of bounds, the clock will roll. Back in the pistol. 2 receivers and a tight end out right and 1 receiver out left. They're going to throw. They're looking left side. Is incomplete. No flag on the play. And there's a tended down. Number 3, Desmond Copeland's side. And Desmond Copeland's one bad man. He has 3 bad interceptions. Excuse me, not bad. 3 great interceptions. He's a bad man, like what they say in the Wild Wild West. Like, it's one bad man. Excuse me. Great interceptions. Sometimes my mind starts running and I can't keep up.
It's a great, what do you call that, an analogy right there.
7:45 remaining here in the second. 3rd and 10. 8-9 is the score. Raiders down by 1. Bentz passes. It gets it to number 4, Patterson, and he's folded right there by Torrance Spinkson.
Wow. Oh,
Patterson is
on the ground right now.
A little slow to get up. He got about gain of 1 there. 4th down and 8.
Just glad he's okay. He got up there. A little hesitant to get up.
He was. I mean, Torrance Spinks laid the wood. We had a nickname for a linebacker when I was starting out. Color commentator was Jamie Morris. We called him the Carpenter because he laid the wood. 7:05 remaining here in the half. 8-9 with Batesville coming out to kick the field goal by Jackson Elam. This is going to be a 31-yarder from Elam on the right hash. The snap is through. Raiders almost got a piece this time as well, and the kick is up and good. 8-12. Really odd scoring for a football game.
Yeah.
6:50 remaining here in the half. Tell you what we're going to do. Let's take a 30-second break. When we come back, we'll have kickoff back here in 30 on the EAB Sports Network.
And we're back on EAB Sports Network.
Raider football here on the EAB Sports Network. 6:50 remains in the half. 8-12. Raiders down by 4. And Nettleton will be receiving a kickoff right here after the 31-yard Jackson Elam field goal. And Elam has quite the leg.
Yeah.
So 31 yards looked like nothing for him. He probably took about 3 steps back total. And
Very accurate.
Yes. Heck of a player. And he was the starting kicker as a freshman, I believe, here at Batesville.
Wow. Very impressive.
6:50 remaining here in the half. 8-12. Raiders down by 4 as Elam gets ready to kick it off. Raiders looking aware for the onside. And Elam this time is going to boot it somewhat deep. Gets it to the, looks like the 18. And Raiders going to bring it up the field. And they get it back to the 30-yard line. And it's going to be 1st and 10 from the 30 coming out here. Kick was returned by number 10 for the Raiders. That is Paul Sisk. Paul Sisk had a kickoff return touchdown against BB earlier this season. Heck of a kickoff returner. Raiders going to look to put together a drive, get the lead before the end of the half, and then get the ball back at after halftime. Number 15, Jefferson, is in the backfield with Harrell on his right hip. 2 receivers out right and receiver and tight end on the left side. Referee tweets the whistle. It's pointing towards something. Looks like they're resetting the play clock, not the shot clock. The shot clock's basketball, which basketball season is right around the corner. Make sure you catch those games as well. They'll be on Nettleton Raider Athletics with Jacob Linderman on the call. 6:44 remains here in the half. 8-12. Raiders down by 4. And Jefferson is in the backfield. Harrell on his right side. 2 receivers out right. And receiver and tight end out left.
I will say, quite an odd score that we're looking at right now.
It is. Not a typical football score as Jefferson gets the snap, throws the screen pass, hits Simmons. Simmons working up the sideline. Gets about, I'm going to say 7 yards right there. Makes it 2nd down and 3. 6:33 remaining here in the half and ticking. 8-12. Raiders down by 4 as they're piecing together a drive.
Yeah.
Very good screen pass right there. Jefferson back in the backfield. Receiver out right and left. And Jefferson's going to keep it scrambling to the right. He's going to get the 1st down before he is brought down. So it'll be 1st and 10 after a 3-yard carry. It's a first down Raiders. Ball set up on the right hash. Looks like they're going to run trips out to this left side with a tight end on the line over on the right. Harrell on the left side as well. Jefferson in the backfield. He gets the snap, hands it off to Harrell working right. Harrell has a couple good yards. He's still up, but there is a flag down, and they're going to say he stepped out of bounds. Flag is in the backfield, and they're going to get holding.
It's been an issue here at this game today. These flags have not gone our way tonight.
Holding is the call. 5:43 remaining here in the half. 8-12. So Raiders will back up back to the 30-yard line. It'll be second down and 20. I believe holding is a spot foul. Yes. So he's backing them up right now. It'll be at the 31. First and 20. 8-12 is the score. Raiders down by 4 after Harrell broke out a great run right there. Jefferson back in the shotgun. 2 receivers out right. And a tight end also on the right side. Jefferson on the toss, and the toss is bobbled. And let's see. Pitch went to Harrell. Say Batesville recovered. 5:32 remains in a half as the bobbled pitch is going to be recovered by the Pioneers.
Not what you want to see.
Nettleton had 5 fumbles last game. This is their first one of the night. Just the pitch went off the hands of Xavier Harrell and be recovered by the Pioneers. 5:32 remaining here in the half. 8-12. Raiders down by 4. Nettleton looking to set up a great drive. A great defensive stop here. They only gave up 3 last time as Batesville just kicked the field goal. And Bent in the pistol with Murrah behind them. The flea flicker is bobbled. The ball still loose, and Bentz fell on it, and Bentz is slow to get up. And they're going to lose 11 yards right there. They're going to be at the 40. Second down and 21, or as I've always heard, second down in the country mile with 5:10 remaining here in the half. 8-12, Raiders down by 4. It's a good stop there for the Raiders. It's going to force a lot of balls in the air. Raiders will usually play the sticks in scenarios like this. Back in the pistol, Bentz with Murrah behind him. A receiver and tight end out left, 2 receivers out right. They're going to hand it off here. Murrah is wrapped up, and he is going nowhere. Gets about 2 yards right there. Third down and 18. 8-12 is the score. Raiders down by 4. The air attack is usually the play here.
Quite the distance you got to go to get this first down.
It is. It's somebody say a country mile. 4:25 remains here in the half. 8-12. Raiders down by 4.
That clock's going to keep ticking.
Clock is ticking. And both teams only have 1 timeout left. It's Bentz in the pistol. Murrah behind them. 3 receivers out right, receiver out left. They're going to run the old play action. He's rolling out right.
He's got time.
He throws opposite side. And the pass is broken up by the defensive end, Keyshawn Washington. He was playing man coverage. Holy
Very
cow.
impressive right there. I believe it hit his left arm, and wow.
I mean, the defensive end, Keyshawn Washington.
What a sight to see.
He's 20 yards down the field, breaks up the pass. I mean, he played that like a corner. And makes it 4th down and 19, and Batesville is going to go for it. It's Bent in the backfield all alone. 2 sniffer tight ends, 1 actual tight end, and 2 receivers out right. Surprised they're not using Elam's leg here. Oh, they're gonna do the old quarterback punt. The ball bounces again. Now it bounces and picked up at the 7. Actually, they're going to spot it at the 6. 3:48 remaining here in the half. 8-12. Raiders down by 4. And
wow,
absolute fun one so far. Good punt right there by the quarterback, the old sneak punt. That's what Nettleton used to do.
Yeah.
They had Cameron Scarlett, a heck of a quarterback. They get in trouble, and Cameron Scarlett would just punt the ball a casual 50 yards, about 8 yards back from the center. Ryan Crawford was a center. He doubled up as the long snapper when it was punting time. Jefferson in the backfield, Harrell on the left, 2 receivers and a tight end out right, receiver out left. Batesville.
There's going to be a flag.
Flag down, false start. So they're going to move it half the distance of the goal. I didn't see anybody move.
I didn't either. But, the refs have a better eye than we do up here.
They sure do. I don't have my binoculars. If I had those binoculars, I might say something different, but the referee probably made the right call. I just can't see it. 3:48 remaining here in the half, 8-12. Raiders down by 4 with Jefferson standing in his own end zone. Jefferson throws the ball and throws it out of bounds. Intended receiver was Jordan Orr and just had too much lean towards the left. Might have got hooked with the air. 3:44 remaining here in the half. 8-12. Raiders down by 4 and have quite the distance to travel. They're at the 3-yard line. They have 97 yards to go here on this drive. Jefferson hands this one off. Harrell still on his feet.
Very impressive.
And finally brought down. Took about 3 or 4 guys to bring him down. He makes it back to the original sticks. Makes it 3rd down and 10 at the 6-yard line after a gain of 3. 3:22 remaining here in the half and ticking. 8-12. Raiders down by 4. Jefferson in the backfield. Harrell on his left hip. 2 receivers split out both sides. Jefferson tries the hard count. It's no good. Nobody jumps. So he's getting the next play call here. Jefferson issues out the call. Gets the snap. Has a little bit of time. He's going for Jordan Orr yet again, and that pass is intercepted by Pierce. Xavier Pierce intercepts it, and then he takes his helmet off, so he'll have to come off the field for a little bit. And
Batesville team.
we got a flag on the play. Interested to see what that call is going to be. I mean, it's way after the play. Both teams are on the sideline.
We're going to bring out our defense.
Waiting on the man in the white hat to give us the signal. Personal foul against Batesville. So that's going to back them 15 yards. So they had the ball at the 45. Now it's going to be at the 40 in the other territory. 2:53 remaining here in the half. 8-12. Raiders down by 4. Raiders struggling to fight through some costly penalties so far. 8-12. Raiders down by 4. Raiders on defense. The Raider defense has brought plenty of good stops, giving up 2 field goals and 1 touchdown so far. And looking to have a stop here. Benson the shotgun with Murrah in his backfield. The tight end comes in motion. They hand it off. They fake the handoff, play action, and they hit Patterson. Patterson goes down about at the 46-yard line. It's brought down by number 32. That is Marshawn Smith, and makes it 2nd down and 4 after a 6-yard reception. 2:46 remains here in the half. 8-12. Clock is stopped as Patterson went out of bounds. So Raiders looking to make a stop here. Batesville has Murrah behind Bentz in the pistol. 2 receivers and a tight end out left, receiver out right. Bentz brings Patterson in motion yet again. This time they hand it off to Murrah. Murrah fighting forward, and they're going to say he got the 1st down right there. Spots him at the 50-yard line. Be 1st and 10 for the Pioneers with 2:37 remaining here in the half. 8-12 is the score. Raiders down by 4. Clock is rolling after the chains are set. Bentz gets the snap, hands it off to Murrah yet again. This time he's met in the backfield.
Wow. Tribe of Raiders right there.
Looks like 3 or 4 Raiders got him right there. And it's going to be just a loss of 1. They got forward progress at the 49-yard line. it's a little harder to gain traction in the pistol because he's
Yeah.
coming not only from 5 yards back. In the pistol, the running back's 7, sometimes 8 yards back.
Yeah.
So it's he's got to get upfield quick, and got to hope the blockers can hold a block. 1:56 remains here in the half. 8-12. Raiders down by 4, and they're back in the pistol. Morales stands about 8 yards behind the center. They pitch it out to him on the right, and he's met in the backfield yet again. Another loss of 1. Makes it 3rd down and 12. And we have a Raider down. That's Ahmad Hurston. Hurston is rolling around, holding up near his head. Don't know what is.
Hoping he's okay.
Yes, Ahmad Hurston is a all-around player and an all-around athlete for this team. And
this is the first game of the conference season. You don't want to go out in this game.
He's definitely going to be a key component down the road.
For sure.
He's been in the backfield several of times this season. Got the training staff and Coach Hampton out there checking out Ahmad. Hopefully everything is all good. The Pioneers are going to have 3rd and 12 when we get back from injury timeout. 8-12 is the score. Raiders down by 4 with 1:37 remaining here in the half. Raiders have been facing some costly penalties tonight. They've had a couple in key crucial spots and kind of momentum stoppers at some point, and the Raiders have been playing a great game. The running game is looking good. Jefferson's had some good rushes. Xavier Harrell's had some good rushes. Kamari Harrell's been out there and got some rushes as well. The air attack is also looking pretty good for the Raiders. A couple completions for Jefferson so far. And been a fun game to watch so far. Glad you're joining us. Make sure you do stick around for our Kavanaugh Auto Group halftime show. Halftime is presented by the Kavanaugh Auto Group. You can check out Kavanaugh's entire selection of new and pre-owned inventory at KavanaughCars.com. I'll tell you what we're going to do. Let's take a quick break with 1:37 remaining here in the half. 8-12 is the score. Raiders down by 4. Let's take a 30-second break. When we come back, we'll have the rest of this half. Back here at 30 on the EAB Sports Network. .137 remaining in the half. Ahmad Hurston is walking off the field, being helped out by Coach Hampton and the medical trainer. And they're getting him up to the medical table right now. It's definitely, I believe, something with the leg. That's what the trainer's looking at down there. So it's hopefully he is all good. We can't afford Ahmad Hurston going out this season. It's a senior year, and he's been crucial for the Raiders. 3rd down and 12, 1:16 and ticking remaining here in the half. 8-12 is the score. Raiders down by 4. Batesville gets the snap. They roll out, hit Patterson on the old arrow route, and he goes down before the sticks with 1 minute remaining here in the half. 8-12. Raiders down by 4, and it looks like Batesville is looking to go for it.
You know, we might see a quarterback punt. Just got to be careful there.
There is a chance of that. They're bringing out 2 of their quicker receivers. Number 1, that is Xavier Pearson. Number 2, Colin McCuston.
That clock's still going to be ticking.
That clock is going. They've yet to start the play clock. I'm unsure what's up with that. Play clock should be started as we've already had about a minute of play. Excuse me, about 30 seconds of play run out.
Yeah.
So
they're just taking their time.
All right, we're going to have a flag on the play. It looks like a timeout Batesville. 17 seconds remains here in the half. 8-12, Raiders down by 4. We're going to take this timeout with them. Back here in 30 on the EAB Sports Network. Raider football here on the EAB Sports Network. 17 seconds remains in the second quarter. 8-12. Raiders down by 4. Fourth down and 6. Pioneers ran off about 43 seconds on their last no play, just called timeout. They need 6 yards. It's an empty backfield. Bentz all alone. Tried the freeze play, and that one no good, and he is going to punt here. Bent's punt is rolling, and it's going to be a touchback. Touchback with 10 seconds remaining here in the half. 8-12, Raiders down by 4. So Raiders probably going to run the Hail Mary ball. I mean, you got nothing really to lose with this little time left. 8-12 is the score, and Raiders looking to make some magic right here. They get the ball at the 20 after the touchback. 8-12, down by 4, and the offense is jogging out onto the field.
You know, you got to love a good Hail Mary pass.
That's my favorite play in NCAA 26. I love 4 verticals. I mean,
great play.
Not gonna lie to you, I like to play on freshman settings too, just because he's always going to be open.
That's the way to play.
Jefferson gets the snap. They're going to hand it off to Harrell, and Harrell is met in the backfield, and he gets about 3 yards. And
a little bit of a. We're going to let that time expire.
Time will expire here. And we're going to go into halftime. 8-12, Raiders down by 4. Still a whole lot of football left to be played, and Nettleton will receive the ball after kickoff. So Raiders going to go into the break, ride up some game plans, and come back out and have a strong second half. I'll tell you what we're going to do. We're going to take a 3-minute break. When we come back, we're going to have our Kavanaugh Auto Group halftime show. Halftime is presented by the Kavanaugh Auto Group. You can check out Kavanaugh's entire selection of new and pre-owned inventory at KavanaughCars.com. Back here in 3 on the EAB Sports Network. Raider football here. Glad you're joining us for our Kavanaugh Auto Group halftime show. Halftime is presented by the Kavanaugh Auto Group. You can check out Kavanaugh's entire selection of new and pre-owned inventory at KavanaughCars.com. Let's talk a little bit how the scoring's breaking down right now. In the first quarter, Batesville on the opening drive drove down with 7:22 remaining. They ran the tush push, a 1-yard carry for Bent. That is Cole Bent, and he got it in. And with the help of all his offensive linemen and everybody just pushing in, and it works for the Eagles and it works for the Pioneers tonight. The 2-point conversion was no good, however. They Raiders jumped off sides on the kick, and then therefore they moved it up and they were like, let's try it again.
Yeah.
They were at the 1. I'm unsure why they did not do the tush push yet again. However, they decided to run in the I formation, the fullback dive. The Raiders met him in the backfield. Later in that quarter was a 35-yard field goal by Jackson Elam to make it 0-9. In the second quarter, Nettleton got things going first. 10-12 remaining. Xavier Harrell punched in a 1-yard touchdown run to make it 6-9. And the 2-point conversion also, same thing that happened at Batesville, on the same side too. Like the same end zone. Somebody jumped off sides. So Nettleton, they did exactly what Batesville did, except better. They just did it better. They punched it in, making it 8-9. And then with 6:50 remaining here in the second quarter, a 31-yard field goal by Jackson Elam to make it 8-12. And that's where we're at right now. That's been how scoring has been breaking down.
It's quite an odd score. It is.
It is. I mean, you don't see typical football games being scored 8-12. I mean, it's one of the first ones I've got the chance to call, and this is the score going into half. But it's been a fun game. It's been an absolute battle of the defenses. Both defenses are fighting really hard. Nettleton forcing some 4-and-outs that are crucial. Batesville getting some key turnovers. Have been lucky enough to have 2 interceptions, and then a botched pitch play was recovered by Batesville as well. So 3 turnovers for the Pioneers. Nettleton's with a few 4-and-outs. So both teams been a defensive slobber knocker. I think that's the perfect word to use. JR, I believe, on WWE, that was one of his favorite terms. He loved the term slobber knocker. 8-12 is the score. Raiders down by 4. And we just got done with one of the halftime entertainments. It was the Lady Raider Pee Wee cheerleaders. The cheer team hosted a little clinic this week, and for all the young
up-and-coming cheerleaders.
Yes, the up-and-coming cheerleaders.
Future Nettleton, you might say.
Yes, future Raider cheerleaders. And they gave a couple cheers, and they did a dance routine. And congratulations to all those ladies. And glad everybody is joining us here on Nettleton Raider Athletics YouTube page. 8-12 is the score. Raiders down by 4. Also, glad to everybody joining us on the radio, the EAB Sports app. However you're joining us, we're glad you're here. We're in our NEA Baptist broadcast edition. NEA Baptist, that's healthcare for the next century. We're about 14 minutes away from the start of the next half. So tell you what we're going to do. We're going to take a break. Let's take a 3-minute break when we come back to have a little bit more of our Kavanaugh Auto Group halftime show. Halftime is presented by the Kavanaugh Auto Group. You can check out Kavanaugh's entire selection of new and pre-owned inventory at KavanaughCars.com. Back here in 3 on the EAB Sports Network. Kavanaugh Auto Group halftime show of Nettleton Raider football. Halftime is presented by the Kavanaugh Auto Group. You can check out Kavanaugh's entire selection of new and pre-owned inventory at KavanaughCars.com. The band is performing right now out on the field. Glad to see I think they called them the pride of the tribe.
Yeah, looking good out there.
They're looking good, and from what I'm hearing, they're sounding pretty good too. So we're in our halftime show of Nettleton Raider football. They're down to the Batesville Pioneers right now, 8-12. However, Nettleton will get the ball first coming out of the break. And Hunter, you've taken some notes so far. Tell me what are the factors we need right here for the Raiders to come back and win?
Got a couple notes I've been taking. The 2 interceptions that we've thrown have put us a little bit behind. Trying to get forward in this game. I've got to talk about that leaping touchdown from the X-Man Xavier Harrell. What a leap that was.
It was. He was probably about at the 3-yard line. Ball was spotted at the 1. Batesville came crashing in, and he went, see ya, and went right over. I mean,
it was soaring.
It's definitely one of the coolest things I've ever seen, but not as cool as the Saquon Barkley backward turtle. That's
that was
something
impressive.
I'm a Broncos fan, but I respect ball. But Xavier Harrell, probably number 2 right there behind good old Saquon Barkley. And I do see a lot of resemblance in the way they run.
I do.
And both have absolutely massive quads.
I wouldn't be surprised
able to move piles.
if we see something like that from Xavier Harrell throughout the season. We've got a long season. Just started today, so anything can happen.
Conference opener is right now. Raiders have 7 conference games. Next week, I believe, they hit the road, Jack, and they go to Brooklyn. And they after Brooklyn is Paragould at Paragould. Then it's, I want to say, Harding Academy.
I believe so. 3 straight away games.
Excuse me, it'd be Greene County Tech at home for homecoming.
Yes.
And then we have Harding Academy on the road, Forest City should be here.
Let me pull out the schedule.
Valley View here, and then Valley View's on the road. And Win is here for a senior night. I think that's it. I think I have it right. It's because it's I don't know. 8-12 is the score. That is something I do know. Raiders are down by 4. 8:20 remains in the halftime. And we've had quite of a low-scoring game. Raiders only 1 touchdown right now. It came from Xavier Harrell. However, they are running the ball very well. A couple of big-time running plays, and they've just done a good job of keeping everything on the ground when they can. And when they need to air it out, they've had a couple of great completions, and interceptions have been a little bit of a key here so far for the Pioneer defense. They've had 2 interceptions. One was on the first drive, first play of the game. They picked off Marcus Jefferson. Then around the last play for Nettleton Raider offense, they picked off Marcus Jefferson again. So it's been an interesting game so far.
For sure.
But it's been a fun one. 7:37 remaining here in halftime. I'll tell you what we're doing. We're taking one more break, and then we're going to talk about the schedule. We got it pulled up, and we'll do that after this break. Let's take a 3-minute break and come back on the EAB Sports Network. I'd like to welcome you back into our Kavanaugh Auto Group halftime show. Halftime is presented by the Kavanaugh Auto Group. You can check out Kavanaugh's entire selection of new and pre-owned inventory at KavanaughCars.com. So, on to the schedule. We got it figured out. They go to Brooklyn next week. Then they play Paragould at Paragould, Greene County Tech at home for homecoming, Harding Academy on the road. It's Valley View at home, and Wynn on the road. This is pretty much the same schedule I played my last year of football. However, Forest City was in the conference. That's where I added Forest City in.
Gotcha.
I'm so used to seeing Forest City under the 5A East category. I don't know if they got moved up or bumped down. It's been a minute since I've looked at anything at conference moving unless it's into ours. I know Harding Academy got moved in. This would be their second year in their conference. And Greene County Tech came back last year as well. So Forest City, they moved down to the 4A in 2020. They said 4, but I know that's not right because we played them my senior year.
Yeah.
So 2025 season. And we got a couple of minutes remaining here in halftime. It's the Kavanaugh Auto Group halftime show. Halftime is presented by the Kavanaugh Auto Group the Kavanaugh Auto Group. You can check out Kavanaugh's entire selection of new and pro inventory at KavanaughCars.com. Let's go ahead and go over how the scoring is breaking down so far. The score on the board is 8-12, and in the first quarter, Batesville got it going first. 7:22, 1-yard touchdown by Cole Bentz. It made it 0-6. The 2-point conversion was no good. Then a 35-yard field goal later by Jackson Elam to make it 0-9. In the second quarter, with 10:12 on the clock, Xavier Harrell leaps and jives for a 1-yard touchdown run to make it 6-9. And the 2-point conversion from the 1-yard line also good by Xavier Harrell to make it 8-9. With 6:50 remaining in the second, a 31-yard kick from Jackson Elam to make it 8-12, and that's where we're at right now. Nettleton Raiders have been posting some good defensive stats. After the first drive, Batesville came out. They took the top off the Raiders pretty much and threw. It was about a 40-yard pass, and then they kept the ball on the ground and scored. I mean, heck of a job by the Pioneers to get it going, and great job by the Raider defense.
Stepping up tonight.
They have stepped up, recovered a lot since the first drive. They making some good plays. Both teams still in the locker rooms talking out every little minute they can, trying to get a look to see when Nettleton's coming out. The only person out on the field right now is Jackson Elam. That looks to be him over there. He is out there kicking. Looks like he's punting. He has punted that one from the 32, and it's over at the other 20-yard line, and that thing would have had a Batesville bounce. So he's an insane athlete for this Pioneer team.
Yes. You know, I'm surprised they don't utilize him a little bit more in the game. I mean, a couple opportunities where they could have kicked the field goal, but this Raider defense stepped up.
Yeah. I think his longest in warm-up today was about a 51-yarder.
For sure.
So he has a leg for sure. And that punt went about 60 yards right there. So he could definitely punt the ball. And we're waiting on warm-ups to be over. 30 seconds on the clock before the teams have to be out. Batesville finally breaks out their locker room first, and they have a lot of high spirits. They're bouncing around, especially the guy in the front of the line. They're hopping. They're happy. They're feeling good to be up on the Raiders right now. It's been 3 years since they've beaten the Raiders, and that came on a blocked field goal. It was my good buddy Joseph Newhun, the kicker, and we used to hang that over his head all the time, and he did not like it. 8-12 is the score. Tell you what we're going to do. We're going to take one more break because I got this warm-up period. This one's just going to be a 60-second break, and we're going to come back and finish up and wrap up our Kavanaugh Auto Group halftime show. Back here in 60 on the EAB Sports Network. Welcome back into the Kavanaugh Auto Group halftime show of Nettleton Raider football. Halftime is presented by the Kavanaugh Auto Group. You can check out Kavanaugh's entire selection of new and pre-owned inventory at KavanaughCars.com. Both teams out on the field doing some stretches before we get back into play. Raiders will receive the ball first. Pioneers are going to kick it off. Now, the Pioneers' first kickoff was a onside, which they recovered on their own. So,
You know, it was a little bit of a surprise for this
Yeah.
Nettleton team.
it was a shocker, to say the least. And
You know, I didn't see that coming from up here.
I definitely didn't see it either. I noticed Elam wind up short,
Yeah.
and then he kicks it only 10 yards, and I was like, you just kicked that thing onside. About a minute remaining in the warm-up period. Nettleton is going to come out on offense and tackle a big challenge ahead, a 4-point comeback with a very strong and scrappy Batesville team. Both teams stretching out as much as they can. Elam is out there kicking field goals, just nailed a 40-yarder. So
Wow.
he seems to always be loose. 35 seconds and ticking. You're joining us in our Kavanaugh Auto Group halftime show. Halftime is presented by the Kavanaugh Auto Group. You check out Kavanaugh's entire selection of new and pre-owned inventory at KavanaughCars.com. So glad you're joining us here tonight, and we are glad to bring you all the action in our NEA Baptist broadcast position at Raider Field. NEA Baptist is healthcare for the next century. The Raiders heading back over to the sideline. Batesville's in a huddle.
You know, we didn't get a warm-up period. Maybe do they head to the field house? Or?
They did the warm-up period.
Gotcha.
That just happened. Both
Gotcha.
teams just did the stretching. You weren't
Must
walked
have
in.
missed it. I was focused on the kicker over there for Batesville. It's just insane. Kicking those 40-yard, 50-yard field goals like it's nothing.
Raiders bring out their return crew. They'll be going right to left on your radio dial, I believe. Let me double check that. Excuse me, they'll be going left to right. Or it looks like they're going to switch it on me one more time because they just moved the kicker onto the other 40. So they're going right to left on your radio dial. 12 minutes set on the clock, 8-12. Raiders down by 4 and looking to get the ball here unless it's going to be an onside by Jackson Elam again. Raiders are shown to be more aware of it. Back deep to receive for the Raiders, Jordan Simmons and Paul Sisk. Kicking off for the Pioneers is number 16, Jackson Elam.
You know what I've noticed lately is that he lines up looking like he's about to kick an onside kick and then kicks it sky kick, and it goes deep, about to our 15 over there. And very impressive.
Elam's going to set up near the left hash. And has Simmons and both Sisk back deep to receive. He's going to be kicking near the left area, kind of lined up kind of right, but he's got 5, I think they call them gunners out left, gunners out right, and he's lined up all the way.
Yeah, haven't seen this tonight.
He's got his full run up here, and Elam, here he goes. The kick is underway, and that one is got by Jordan Simmons. Simmons working up a gap, goes spin move, and gets brought down at the 17-yard line. That's where it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Raiders coming out of halftime. Jackson Elam put that thing about at the 3-yard line, and Simmons brought it out as far as he could, about a 14-yard, they marked him at the 18, so a 15-yard return for Jordan Simmons before he's met by a few Pioneers. And Raiders looking to take over here on offense.
I'm ready to see what they can do in this second half.
11:53 on the clock, 8-12. Raiders down by 4. 3 receivers split out right, tied in on the left side, and Harrell is on the right hip. They hand it off. They fake the handoff. It's a quarterback keeper, and Jefferson gets about to the line of scrimmage. Going to be 2nd down and 10. 11:43 remaining here in the half. Raiders down by 4, 8-12. They're getting the play call in from Coach Wilson and Coach Tennyson on the Raiders sideline. Raiders with 2 tight ends and a tight end and receiver out left and 2 receivers out right. They fake the handoff. They go screen pass, and the screen pass is incomplete, and it's going to be 3rd down and 10 for the Raiders at the 18-yard line. 1:22 remains here in the half. 8-12. Raiders down by 4 and working on the comeback. Jefferson in the shotgun with Harrell on his left side. 2 receivers split out on both sides. Batesville with the 2 safeties over top. Jefferson scrambling. He decides to tuck it himself, and he gets the first down on his own. And he brings it back to the 29-yard line. They're going to say, well, they're going to say move the sticks.
Yeah.
1st and 10 for the Raiders at the 28. Sticks are being moved. 11-10 remaining here in the 3rd after a quarterback keeper by Marcus Jefferson. That's a good tuck and run right there.
Great awareness, being able to get outside the pocket right there and run right through the Batesville lineman.
He got wrapped up a little earlier than where he was brought down, and then gets brought down and gets good enough for the first down.
Fought for the first down.
Raiders having to bring out number 58. That's Mikael Hurt. And they're bringing in number 55, Demarion Jackson, to play left tackle. I'm not sure what's going on with Mikael. Raiders try the hard count. Nobody goes off sides. 10:40 remaining in the half. 8-12. Raiders down by 4. Jefferson with Harrell on his left side and receiver split out on both. They hand it off to Harrell. Harrell has a gap. Harrell has some room. Harrell bounces outside again and finally goes down at the 47-yard line, and it's a first down Raiders.
Great yardage right there. Great run.
Excellent yardage. The ball was at the 28. He gets to the 47. That's a 29-yard run right there. And 1st and 10, Nettleton. 10:20 remaining here in the 3rd quarter. 8-12. Raiders down by 4, but Raiders are driving. Jefferson has quarterback keeper as the signal. He bounces and jumps over a offensive lineman on the ground. Gets 6 yards, makes it 2nd down, and he's into Batesville territory. They mark him down at the 47. They're going to say it's a gain of 5. No, I thought it was a gain of 6.
Yeah.
Looks closer to 6 to me. We're going to run with that. 2nd down and 4. 9:48 remaining here in the 3rd. 8-12. Raiders down by 4, but a great drive they're putting together. Simmons comes in motion, and we have a blown whistle. And it's a timeout, Nettleton. We're going to take this one with them. 9:39 remaining here in the 3rd quarter. 8-12, Raiders down by 4. We're going to take a 30-second break. When we come back, we'll have more Raider football back here in 30 on the EAB Sports Network. Raider football here. 9:39 remaining here in the 3rd quarter. 8-12. Coming out of a Raider timeout. And both teams out on the field setting up for some play here. Jefferson with Harrell on his left hip. They bring Simmons in motion. They give it to Harrell. Harrell bouncing around in the holes. And he gets a first down right there. And it's be first down Raiders. About a 4-yard carry right there by the X-Man. And he got hit pretty quick yet again and just bounces around and always looking to put the Raiders in a good situation. And he sure did right there. 3 receivers out left, tied in on the right. Jefferson gets the snap, hands it off to Harrell. Harrell has a opening, and he gets another good rush right there. They're going to mark him for a 8-yard carry with 9:10 remaining here in the 3rd quarter. Be 2nd down, and they're going to say it. Yes, 2nd down and 8. 2nd down and 2 after an 8-yard carry. 8-12, Raiders down by 4. I get going so fast sometimes I get jumbled up in my own words.
Understandable.
My mom tells me this all the time. She loves to tune in and listen. And it's like, you get going and then you get lost. It happens.
It does.
Jefferson gets the snap, hands it off to Kalmari Harrell, and Harrell's working for it, and he gets the first down right there.
I mean, he's working. He's hustling out there on the field.
Let me double check. It looks like they might say he stopped inches short.
Wow.
3rd and inches after a Kamari Harrell good, strong power run right
For
there.
sure.
He's a little bit taller than his brother. They're probably about the same speed. I'd like to see him in a foot race one day. Maybe we get that worked out in the works.
That'd be an interesting video for sure.
8-10. Raiders down by 4, but driving. Jefferson gets the snap and hands it off to Harrell, and Harrell has a gap. He has an opening. One man to beat, and he's brought down by the leg. And it's a first down, Raiders.
I love getting to see him run. I mean, he gets outside, and he's going to get some yardage for this team.
That was a good open field tackle by Brian Dale. I believe that's the young man that they said made the stop. That is, Orion Dale. He's the over-the-top safety. 1st and 10, Nettleton at the 19. Jefferson gets the snap, hands it off to Harrell. Ball's loose. And let's see who fell on it. And Harrell gets his own recovery, but he loses about 4 yards there. Makes it 2nd down and 14 at the 19-yard line. Excuse me, the 24-yard line. 7:22 and ticking here in the 3rd quarter remains. 8-12. Raiders down by 4. They go empty set here. They run double stacks on the right and Jordan Orr all alone on the left. They hit Jordan Orr working upfield and gets it about to the 16-yard line. It's going to make it 3rd down and 6 with Nettleton in the red zone now. Jefferson still in the empty set. 3 out right, 2 out left. Jefferson is left-handed, likes to look left first, and he goes left this time to Jordan Simmons. Simmons will get the first down, and Raiders will be 1st and goal here.
Great catch and great yardage after the catch.
Yeah, good yards after catch. What they call that, yak. Sometimes they call it, I think yak's the only one they call it. 6:39 remaining here in the 3rd quarter. Clock is stopped as Simmons went out of bounds. 8-12, Raiders down by 4. They get it 1st and goal. They bring back out the X-man. They got a tight end left. Harrell on the left as well. 3 receivers out right. They bring the tight end over. He sets up on the right side. They hand it off to Harrell. Harrell working up the gap. And he is brought down about at the 4-yard line.
Still a good amount of yardage.
You got about 4 yards right there. 4-yard carry. Makes it 2nd and goal from the 4. Nettleton putting together a good long drive. That's what you like to see. Something to kill clock. They love the ground game. Yeah. Jefferson and Harrell in the backfield. 2 receivers out left. They bring Jackson in motion. Jefferson's going to keep it himself. Then he has the gap, and he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. 6:02 remaining here in the 3rd quarter, 14-12. Nettleton will take their first lead of the game, and they'll go up 2 points and bring out the PAT crew. Heck of a run right there. A quarterback keeper found the hole, found the end zone, and Nettleton is on the board yet again from a 4-yard touchdown run by Marcus Jefferson. Gossett's PAT is up. Gossett's PAT is good, and Nettleton will take a 3-point lead. 15-12 is the score. 6:02 remains here in the 3rd. We're going to take a 30-second break. When we come back, we're going to have more Raider football back here in 30 on the EAB Sports Network. Raider football here on the EAB Sports Network. A 5-minute, 58-second drive by the Raiders pays off with a Marcus Jefferson 4-yard touchdown and a Drew Gossett PAT to make it 15-12. Nettleton kicks it deep. They kick it to Pierce. Pierce working up a hole, and he is met by a pack of Raiders, and he finally goes down.
Wow.
I'm going to say he's down at the 36-yard line, and it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Pioneers from right there. See if Nettleton cooks something good up in the locker room to stop this Batesville team. They made a lot of good plays in the first half. They had a lot of good passes, a lot of good runs. Murrah as a running back. Bentz connects for a couple good passes as well to Doherty and Patterson, and one good one to Pierce so far as well. Batesville is in the pistol, 2 tight ends, and a receiver outright. They hand it off to Murrah. Murrah met it in the backfield. That's Damon Coleman. He gets about 2 yards after contact. Be 2nd down and 8. 5:38 remaining here in the third. 15-12, Nettleton with their first lead of the night after a Marcus Jefferson touchdown. And Bentz getting the play call in. They bring in Doherty. Doherty is a 6'3" receiver. Coach Hampton said he has good hands when I got my chance to interview with him this week. They run 2 receivers out left, receiver out right, and tight end. They're in the shotgun formation. They shift over the tight end, and they go pitch play. Murrah on a pitch, and he is wrapped up. It's going to be a tackle for a loss. Makes it 3rd down and 9. And the Raiders, that's Torrance Spinks yet again. Spinks has a nose for football, and he wraps up very well and did not let him get much yardage there.
This defense is very impressive tonight.
The strong safety could also be assumed as the nickelback position. And we're playing some Star Wars music. I mean, Darth Vader's in the building. We've had Stone Cold, now Darth Vader. The Undertaker was here earlier.
We've got it all at the Nettleton Field.
I mean, you could see it all. And not only could you see all these guest stars, you get to see this Raider defense with Torrance Spinks and Damon Coleman.
I mean, absolute beasts on the field right now.
They got trips outright and a single receiver on the left. Bentz drops back to pass. He's looking deep, fires and finds McCuston there, and it's going to be a 1st down. About a 10-yard catch right there. A possession catch. Reminded me a little bit of Tyler Lockett. He caught it and just went down.
Yeah.
Batesville moving quick. They hand it off to Murrah there, trying to catch the Raiders off guard, and they did not do that successfully.
And we've got to say the run game is getting held up right now.
And
Batesville's the run game.
who else but Damon Coleman and Xavier Johnson back there to put an end to that one?
I'm starting to see some repetition happening.
I mean, these guys are in the backfield causing havoc for this other team's backfield duos, the quarterbacks, the running backs. I mean, it don't matter. Damon Coleman at 5. 3:30 remaining here in the third quarter. 15-12. Raiders down by 3. It's Bentz in the pistol with Murrah right behind him. They get the snap, and it's going to be a pass. He's looking for Doherty. Doherty on Copeland, and Copeland lets him know it's incomplete. Pass was no good. Doherty couldn't catch up with it, and Copeland was running right beside him. Looked like he might have got a hand on her. But 3:19 remains here in the third quarter. 3rd down and 10. Raiders up by a field goal, 15-12. This is still to me an odd football score. I'm just going to have to get over that in my head. I keep looking. I'm thinking, are we playing football here?
It's like it's first quarter in a basketball game right now. I mean, hey.
15-12. Raiders down by 3. 3rd down and 10. 3:19 remains in the third quarter. Bentz in the shotgun, dropping back to pass. He's looking downfield and almost picked off. Torrance Spinks had it and could not hold on. Torrance Spinks, it's been a good night if Torrance Spinks got a pick, because he had all that field to go that way. And it's going to be 4th down and 10, and Jackson Elam is going to punt right here.
This Raider defense is impressive. As the game goes on, it just keeps getting better and better and better.
3:13 remaining here in the third. 15-12 as Elam. He's going to pass. Elam's looking to pass, and he throws incomplete, and Nettleton will take over on the 48-yard line, and number 4, Kylan Hendricks.
Wow.
Insane stop. He plays corner, and he saw that perfectly.
Eyes for the ball right there. I mean, that's Speechless right now.
Raiders take over at the 48. Elam, I mean, we talked about how they could use them in more ways. They try it, and the Raiders knew better. And that's the bottom line, because Stone Cold Steve Hampton said so. 3:05 remaining here in the third quarter, 15-12. Raiders up by 3, and an impressive third quarter so far. They forced a 4-and-out and then a turnover on downs when Jackson Elam decided, I should have been a quarterback. Colin Hendricks let him know that being a quarterback isn't easy when you're going against the Nettleton Raiders secondary. Raiders take over at their own 48. Marcus Jefferson and Xavier Harrell in the backfield. A receiver and tight end out right. Tight end comes in motion to the left side over with 2 receivers. And they're going to run the screen pass here. Jordan Simmons spinning around, getting upfield. And he's brought back down at the, see what yard line they give him. They're going to say he got back to the line of scrimmage. Be second down and 10, 15-12. 2:43 remaining in the third quarter. They're going to credit the tackle to Guzman. And Raiders have quads out on the right. 4 receivers and the Jordan Orr all by his lonesome on the right. They go screen pass yet again. It's Jordan Simmons. And Simmons this time has a convoy and gets the first down. 2:23 remaining here in the third quarter. 15-12. Raiders with a 3-point margin over the Pioneers. And it is a first down. So first and 10. At the 38-yard line. Raiders bring out Tyler Cole, and they're going a double back set with 2 receivers out left, 1 receiver out right. It's the Harrell brothers in the backfield, Xavier on the right, Kamari on the left, and Xavier rolls out. They throw on a wheel pass, and Kamari Harrell could not hold on. It hit his hands like twice, and he when he was running off, he was kind of holding his head. He was not very pleased with himself, but it does happen. I mean, I make mistakes like that all the time with my intramural team. That's why they moved me to the coach. 15-12, Raiders up by 3. They have their first lead of the night, and they've been going strong for the past 4 minutes. Raiders on offense, driving, second down and 10. 2:06 remains here in the third. Jefferson gets the snap, hands it off, and the ball is loose. And it looks like it's going to be recovered by the Pioneers. These are the errors Coach Hampton talked to me about in the interview. And he said the backfield errors were very costly last week, and Batesville will take over with 2 minutes remaining here in the third quarter. Ball will be spotted at the 37-yard line and be first and 10 Pioneers. 15-12 is the score. We get to see this Raider defense yet again. This defense has been electric.
They put on a show for us tonight.
Haven't forced any true turnovers like fumbles or interceptions ever. They just had a big turnover on downs.
And we'll take that.
It's good defense. Bentz in the pistol. Will fake the handoff. Play action. Throws out to Patterson. Patterson coming up the sideline. And he's shoved out of bounds after a gain about.
But there's going to be holding.
It looks like there is a flag on the play. It is holding. And that's going to back him back up. There's going to be a repeat first down. And they're going to say that holding happened at the 42-yard line. So it's going to be at the ball spot at the 32. It's going to be first down and probably about
country mile.
Looks to be first and 15 for the Pioneers. 1:51 remaining here in the third quarter. 15-12. The Raider defense getting all set up right now. They've been running 3 down on the line with a walk-up linebacker in number 18, Darius McCuston. Please make sure I have the name right. Yeah, Darius McCuston. Didn't want to get it wrong. And they've been causing Batesville some issues. Patterson goes in motion. Bentz gets the snap, and it's flagged down. Forward pass, ball is dead. Now let's see what the flag is going to be. Flags in the Batesville backfield. False start against the Pioneers. He's going to make it first down and 20. The Pioneers just keep getting further and further back into their own territory. 1st and 20, and a long way to go. This here is a country mile, folks. 1:31 remaining here in the third quarter. 15-12. Raiders down. Excuse me. Why do I keep saying down? We've been down for a little bit now, but now we up. 15-12. Raiders up by 3 with 1:26 and ticking remaining here in the third quarter. Batesville in the shotgun. Bentz has Patterson in the backfield. 3 out left, 1 out right. And it's going to be Bentz rolling out. He sets his feet, looking deep. And it's incomplete. They got a flag on the play. It's going to be pass interference against Donovan Mitchell. Donovan never turned around. That's what's going to be the call. Usually, in that scenario, you got to turn around and at least make a look at the ball. Donovan kept his eyes on the receiver.
You know, from what I can see, I just saw both hands in the sky.
He didn't make any contact with him, but did not turn around, and that will be a pass interference call. Want to say that is a 15-yard penalty? Yeah, 15 yards. Make it
It's been a long first down.
Yeah, this is 1st and 5 here with 1:07 remaining in the third quarter. 15-12. Raiders up by 3, but Batesville with the ball, and Batesville is, I don't know, they've been kind of stagnant. This has been a long first down, as Hunter said. But
it's gone back and forth, as you could say.
Batesville is in the pistol yet again. They got Murrah in the backfield. They hand it off to Murrah. He runs up the right side, and he has a hole. Murrah has one man to beat, and it's Mitchell. And he finally wrapped up out of bounds. And he got the first down and a lot after. Batesville did a good job providing the hole right there and getting the gap for Murrah to run through. And good run, and now Batesville's coming out in an empty set.
The hurry up.
They are hurrying up. It looks like they're going to try to catch Raiders off guards with a pass. They bring Murrah back in. 2 receivers out left. Receiver and tight end. Excuse me, I just moved the tight end over when I was just about to tell you. Tight end on the left now. Receiver out right. Batesville in the shotgun. Bentz gets the snap. It's a pitch to Murrah. Murrah with a little bit of a gap gets about 9 yards right there. Makes it 2nd down and 9. Batesville's doing a good job pushing the ball down the field.
Yep. They're in the hurry up as well.
Running a quick plays here. They do the same thing to the opposite side. Murrah gets taken out right there from underneath. And gets a hit around the line of scrimmage. Makes it 3rd down and 2. No gain on the play.
Got to say, great sportsmanship from both teams right there.
Yep, good job by the Pioneers helping a Raider down up on the play. Batesville might run the last play here. It'll be the last play of the third quarter. Looks like they are breaking the huddle. Bentz in the shotgun. Patterson on his left-hand side. 3 receivers out left, 1 receiver out right.
This is going to be the final play.
Bentz gets the snap, throws, looking for the end zone, and that one is incomplete. And that's the final play of the third quarter. 15-12, Raiders up by 3. When we come back, Batesville will have it 4th down and 2 in the red zone. We're going to take a 30-second break. When we come back, we're going to have more Raider football back here at 30 on the EAB Sports Network. Fourth quarter action about to be underway. Raiders with the lead, 15-12. And it's been a fun game so far. Batesville's going to come out of the break with 4th and 2. I mean, a Jackson Elam field goal will tie it up. I bet they'll try to go for the lead right here. 4th down and 2. 7 yards to go to the end zone, 2 yards to get the first. And they bring out Now they do bring out Elam right there. Elam is the place kicker.
You know, we don't know if it's going to be a field goal. He could pass the ball, kick the ball,
I mean,
run the ball.
He did try a pass on the last time they
Yeah.
punted. He got sniffed out, and pass was broken up by Keelan Hendricks. And now they're going to try the field goal. It'd be a 29-yard attempt here, so his shortest attempt of the day. All 3 from 30 and beyond have been good. Excuse me, all 2 from 30 and beyond has been good. Elam gets set up for the kick. Raiders almost had a block there, and they're going to say no good. They call it no good. Nettleton will take over at the 7 and hold on to the lead. Absolutely huge.
Wow.
12 minutes remains here in the fourth quarter, 15-12, and Elam is a no good kick.
Did not see that coming, Jacob.
It looks like he just missed it a little left. 15-12, Raiders are up by 3, and they have the ball. Now, if I'm Coach Hampton, I'm running the ball, trying to run the clock out a little bit. However, I only coach intramural football, and it's 7-on-7, so this is a little bit different than my coaching expertise. Jefferson gets the snap. He hands it off, and it's Xavier Harrell. Harrell,
He's still up.
he's on his feet. He
hurdled a man.
He gets down to the 45-yard line, and Xavier Harrell with a absolute
Is that
hurdle.
Saquon or Xavier out there? I mean, I can't tell.
I'm unsure, but he got some airtime, and Xavier Harrell
Wow.
made it look easy. 25-yard rush right there. Ball was set at the 20, so it's a 25-yard carry, and Xavier Harrell with a lot of green. This time it's going to be Jefferson. Jefferson rolling down the left side. He'll get 7 yards. Makes it 2nd down and 3.
These Raiders are rocking and rolling down the field. What a drive. And it just started.
Just started the fourth quarter. Elam missed field goal, and Nettleton, they're taking the momentum, and they're looking for that end zone on the ground right now.
For sure.
2 receivers out left, 2 receivers out right. Harrell on the left hip of Marcus Jefferson. They get the snap, and they're going to follow the pulling tackle, Mikel Hurt, and they're going to say he's inches short of the sticks. They're going to say they brought him down at the 46, and they're bringing in Kamari Harrell for 3rd down and 1. And it's been a fun game so far, fellas.
Has been.
15-12, Raiders down by 3. This is probably the 5th time I've done this. Up by 3. Jefferson and Kamari Harrell in the backfield. They bring Jeremiah Jackson in motion. They get it to Harrell. Kamari Harrell, and he is fighting.
He's still hustling.
He is up. Holy cow.
Wow.
Started at the 46-yard line, gets it to the 31. A 15-yard carry by Kamari Harrell.
Wow.
First hit in the backfield.
This game is electric, Jacob.
The Harrell brothers are electric for sure. I mean, we've seen a hurdle. We've seen
it all.
We've seen Kamari Harrell have 3 guys on him and just keep fighting forward. I thought he about lost the ball. He bobbled it a little bit. Jefferson gets the snap. It's a quarterback draw. Jefferson has a hole. He's getting up the sideline, and he gets run out of bounds, but not before he gets the first down. It's going to be an 11-yard carry. And first down, Raiders.
These Raiders are moving right now.
10:03 with a stop clock here in the fourth quarter. 15-12, Raiders up by 3. It's been a fun game so far. Could have been a tie game if Elam would have sank the field goal. He just missed it out left. And
you know, that missed field goal, we've got the momentum now on the field, and we're hustling.
Jefferson gets the snap, hands it off to Kamari Harrell. Harrell
Nice.
sheds a tackle, sheds another. He's at the 5. Through the end zone.
Wow.
Touchdown Raiders. 9:52 remaining here in the fourth quarter. 21-12, and Raiders up by 9. And Kamari Harrell lowered his shoulder. And there's 2 men standing on the goal line. Lowered his shoulder, went right through him. 9:52 remaining as Nettleton scores right there on a 21-yard carry from Kamari Harrell. Electric gameplay from the Harrell brothers. They've done everything in their power to keep Nettleton in this one. And now Nettleton with extending their lead. Gossett's PAT Looks like it missed right. It sure did. We're going to take a break after that. 9:52 remaining in the third. 21-12. Raiders up by 9. Back here in 30 on the EAB Sports Network. $9:52 remaining here in the fourth quarter. 21-12. Raiders up by 9. And this looks more like a football score. 21, that's 3 touchdowns and 3 extra points. 12, that's 2 touchdowns and missed extra points. So, I mean, it's
evened out a little bit.
It looks a little bit better on the scoreboard than 8-12 earlier. That was a really awkward thing to say. Raiders are kicking off after a 21-yard Kalmari Harrell touchdown run to make it 21-12. The Drew Gossett extra point missed a little bit right.
What a drive by the Harrell brothers.
The ground game was working. Jefferson probably pulled in for about 20 of those yards.
That was just impressive.
And Xavier had probably 30, 35, and Kalmari capped it off with a 21-yard touchdown. Gossett kick is back. It's kick to Pierce. Pierce fields at the 15. He gets wrapped up and finally brought down at the 21-yard line. And Raiders looking to bring out that stellar defense. This defense have done its job all game. And in the comment section, see Maddox Hampton comment Raider Pride. Raider Pride to you as well, brother.
Former quarterback here at Nettleton.
Good old Maddox Hampton.
Good old number 9.
9:45 remains here in the fourth, 21-12. Raiders up by 9 and have the defense out to stop the Pioneers. Jacob Waiter and Hunter Tolbert on the call. It's Bentz in the backfield, Morale on his left hip. Bentz in the shotgun with 3 out left, 1 out right. Gets the snap. He's going to roll out left, looking for the pass play. The pass is no good. Broken up by Keelan Hendricks, intended for number 11, Doherty.
I mean, he was there. He was ready.
He played it the whole way through. Good job by Keelan Hendricks being ready for that pass right there. 2nd down and 10. And Raiders with a 9-point margin over the Pioneers, 21-12.
And I've got to say, this is Raider football right here. This is what they've been working for all summer and the preseason. This is what we strive for.
Raiders are looking good, only allowing 1 touchdown tonight and 2 field goals from Elam. Bentz, botch snap, ball's on the ground, and it's going to be a stop in the backfield. I'm going to say it's about a 4 to 5 yard loss. Probably going to be 3rd down and 14. 9:27 and ticking remains here in the fourth quarter. 21-12. Raiders with a 9-point lead as Batesville is getting the play together. They bring out 2, looks like extra receivers. They got some AC/DC over the big PA speakers. I mean,
played a little bit of everything tonight.
The crowd, they get into it. The crowd's part of this game. The student section has a couple guys on its feet, and they're ready to roll. 3 receivers out left, 1 receiver out right. Benson the shotgun with a running back on his left hip. He's dropping back to pass. Raiders bringing the rush, fires a dart across the middle, and it's no good. I thought that was intended for number 22. That is Orion Dell. That's going to be 4th down and 14. Batesville. Looks like they're bringing out their punting unit. And Jackson Elam got Jordan Simmons back deep to receive. Donovan Mitchell is about 9 yards in front of Simmons, just in case they try a little pass trickery yet again. 4th and 14 as Elam's on to punt. Pioneers went 4 and out, and it's a botch snap. The ball is on the ground. It's loose, and the Raiders are going to take over from right there on the 10-yard line. And you can't ask for a better field position.
I mean, wow.
This Raider defense, they're loving it. They love every minute they're giving out.
Wow.
First down and 10. They're going to say it's spotted at the 11. So they get 10 yards and then an extra one. So they can have the first down opportunity. If they have an 11-yard run play right here, I'm just as happy. 8:39 remaining here in the fourth quarter. 21-12. Raiders with a 9-point lead. You're listening to Nettleton Raider football on the EAB Sports Network. Jacob Blinderman and Hunter Tolbert on the call. Jefferson in the backfield. He keeps it himself, and he gets about, I'll say, 5 yards right there. And it's going to be second down and about 5 right there. 8:35 remaining here in the fourth, 21-12 with 5 to go. Make sure you do stick around for our American Navy postgame show. It's almost time for the American Navy postgame show. Be a part of the force that never quits. Visit Navy.com to find out more. Jefferson in the shotgun. He hands it off to Harrell. Harrell running up the right side. He's going to get about 2 yards. I guess their spot was wrong originally because they had second down and 5 on the screen. That's what I saw. Now it's third down and 6 after a 1-yard gain from Harrell. So Raiders have 7 yards to the goal line, 6 to the first down. Jefferson in the shotgun. Harrell on his left hip. Tries the hard count. 2 receivers split out on both sides. Jefferson moves Harrell over to the opposite side. He hands it off to Harrell. Harrell bouncing through the holes, throws a stiff arm down, and he dives for the pylon and gets it to go. 7:50 remaining here in the fourth quarter as Xavier Harrell done it again. A 7-yard touchdown after the botched snap. 7:49 remains in the fourth, and Xavier Harrell looking really good. That's his second touchdown of the night. Puts him at 6 on the season. He's had a phenomenal year so far.
Wow.
Drew Gossett set up to take on the extra point. Missed the last one, however. Hey, I've never seen him miss 2 in a row. The Lions hold is good, and Gossett's extra point, they're going to say that one is good. 28-12 is the score, and we're going to take a break just like that. Raiders up by 16, 28-12 with 7:49 remaining here in the fourth quarter. We're going to take a 30-second break. We'll come back. We'll have more Raider football back here in 30 on the EAB Sports Network. Raider football here, and the momentum on Raider Field has definitely changed around. Coming out of half, Nettleton was down 8-12. 20 points later, Nettleton has a 28-12 lead with 7:49 remaining here in the fourth quarter. Off of a Marcus Jefferson 4-yard run, a 21-yard Kamari Harrell run, and then Xavier Harrell from 7 yards out just punched one in. The kickoff's down to Pierce. Pierce gets it up back to the 41-yard line, his biggest return of the night.
Great run.
And it's a good run right there.
This game has completely shifted.
Has been a really big shift here. 7:41 remaining here in the fourth. 28-12. Raiders with a 16-point advantage over the Pioneers. Pioneers got to get something going here. They're down by 2 scores and 2-point conversions. And they can't afford any mistakes anymore on offense. They're in the pistol with a tight end left and 3 out right. They're going to pass here. Fires a strike, and it's no good. Looked like it bounced off the chest of his receiver, and number 2, McCuston. That is Colin McCuston. I mean, that was an absolute dart right there. He put some put some oomph on that
power.
one. 7:34 remains in the fourth. 28-12. Raiders with a 16-point lead and a massive turnaround. This game had a couple turnovers early in the first half. They made some errors, and now the Raiders with the lead. They haven't turned the ball over at all this half, so it's been good positioning for the Raiders. They fire another dart that the receiver wasn't ready for, and that was almost intercepted.
Bounced off the chest of number 12, I believe that is.
Yeah.
Almost picked off.
Hit Tyre Reynolds right in the hands, and he wasn't ready for it, and we got a flag on the play. Excuse me, flag after the play.
We're going to talk it over there.
Probably going to be some sort of unsportsmanlike conduct, probably against the Raiders. Let's get the idea here. Unsportsmanlike conduct against the Raiders.
You know, tensions get high. Things get said. Just got to move on.
I'm sure it's probably on Copeland. He was bouncing around a lot after the almost interception. And that's about the time the flag flew in. So it could be in correlation with that. It's going to be automatic first down and 15-yard advancement for the Pioneers. They have the ball at the 44. And they're trying to.
We've seen some darts from the quarterback.
Cole Bentz has an arm.
Does.
And they got 3 out left, 1 out right. They shift over the tight end. They fake the handoff, running play action scramble. He fires another dart, and that one's no good. Bent's pass intended for Dale goes off his hands. It's no good. Makes it 2nd down and 10 from the 44-yard line with 7:21 remaining here in the fourth quarter. It's been a fun game tonight. A lot of energy, a lot of scoring here in this half for the Raiders. 3-touchdown half. Batesville only scoring 1 touchdown all night. That came in the first quarter, and it's a 1-yard tush-push run from Cole Bentz. And
that was a crazy play to open up the game.
2 tight ends right, 2 receivers out left. They shift 1 tight end over. Bentz in the pistol with Murrah in the backfield. They hand it off to Murrah. Murrah gets up back to the 40-yard line. It's be a 4-yard carry. Makes it 3rd down and 6. With 7:12 remaining here in the fourth quarter. 28-12. Raiders with a 16-point lead. And putting the pressure on this Batesville team to get the first down. They need the first down and to keep this drive alive. And the way the Nettleton offense is moving, they definitely have the momentum.
They do.
Bentz breaks the huddle, has Murrah behind him in the pistol. 3 receivers out left, 1 receiver out right. Murrah gets the snap, fakes the handoff, rolls out left side. He sets his feet, fires a strike to Ferguson, and it is no good, incomplete. And that's going to be 4th down and 6. Excuse me, that's Jake Doherty who bobbled the pass there. So it's going to be 4th down and 6. Batesville is going to go for it because 6:33 remains in the fourth quarter. They're down 2 scores. They need to get the ball in the end zone if they want a chance to keep this one alive.
Yeah.
They bring out number 9 Garcia instead of Murrah. This Batesville team is trying their best effort to put together a scoring drive. They have a bunch set on the right side at the line and 1 receiver out left. Timeout on the field, timeout Batesville. We're going to take this with them. 6:33 remaining here in the fourth quarter, 28-12. Raiders up by 16. When we come back, Batesville will have it 4th down and 16. We're taking a 30-second break. We'll have more Raider football back here in 30 on the EAB Sports Network. Raider football here, 6:33 remaining here in the fourth quarter, 28-12. Raiders up by 16. Batesville fixing to go for it on 4th and 6. This is a make or break play right here for the Pioneers.
For sure.
because they don't have much time left in this game. They turn the ball over here on a 4 and out. And Nettleton is set up at the 40-yard line with 60 yards to go. Bentz needs to get a good pass out here. They bring Garcia in motion. Bentz rolls out left. The pass is to Patterson. Patterson folded up by Torrance Spinks and a loss of a yard. And also there is Xavier Johnson. And the Raiders will take over 1st and 10 from the 41-yard line. 59 yards to go to get downfield. Big time stop right there by the Raiders. The fans are loving it. Raider faithful is on their feet cheering for the Raiders. And here comes Marcus Jefferson, leading out his troops.
Raiders have all the momentum right now on the field.
Xavier Harrell in the backfield. They're going to set him up on the right-hand side of Jefferson. Looks like we got a timeout on the field, timeout Batesville. We're going to stay right here. This is a perfect opportunity to remind you of the American Navy postgame show. We are 6.5 minutes away from the American Navy postgame show. Be a part of a force that never quits. Visit Navy.com to find out more. In that, we'll name our JOSM Player of the Game. Player of the Game is brought to you by Jonesboro Orthopedic and Sports Medicine. They've been getting you back in the game for more than 40 years. It's been a fun one tonight, folks. The Raiders were down for the entirety of the first half. And about 6:02 remaining here in the third quarter, Nettleton put together a 5-minute and 58-second drive, which capped off with a Marcus Jefferson 4-yard touchdown with the point after touchdown being good by Drew Gossip. And in the fourth quarter, with 9:52 remaining, a 21-yard Kalmari Harrell touchdown to make it 21-12. This is coming off Elam's missed field goal. And then not too long after, 7:49, the X-Man capped off a drive with a 7-yard touchdown, where we're at now 28-12. Jefferson in the shotgun, Harrell on his left, and he's going to hand it off to Harrell. Harrell working up the right side. Harrell has a gap and finally brought down, but not before he got some damage done. A shoestring tackle to get to the other 41-yard line.
Yep.
So that's a 18-yard carry, and a heck of a job right there. 6:05 remaining here in the fourth quarter. 28-12. Raiders up by 16.
Trying to run that clock a little bit.
Running the clock and scoring will
Yep.
definitely be shutting this Pioneer team pretty much out. Jefferson gets the snap, hands it off to Harrell. Harrell bouncing around. He's wrapped up in the backfield. I'm going to say he got back to the line of scrimmage. Makes it 2nd down and 10 with 5:38 remaining here in the fourth quarter. 28-12. It's the Raiders with a 16-point lead. They're going to bring out Kamari Harrell. Looks like they're going to bring out Xavier. We got 2 receivers out right, 2 receivers out left. Make it 3 receivers out right. Kamari Harrell is lined up in the flex spot. Batesville has 3 down on the line with a walk-up backer. Jefferson gets the snap. It's an insta-screen to Kalmari, and Kalmari is brought down at the 40-yard line. And Mikael Hurt's going to have to take a second out of the game due to having his helmet off. 3rd down and 9 after a gain of 1 from Kamari. 4:48 remaining here in the fourth quarter. 28-12. Raiders up by 16 over the Pioneers. Jefferson and Kamari in the backfield together. 2 receivers and a tight end out left and a receiver out right. Jordan Orr at the top of your screen if you're watching the broadcast. And Jordan Simmons on the bottom of your screen. Jordan Orr on the top. And it's going to be a long ball. They're looking for Simmons. And they're have no flag down there. And so Jordan Simmons is a little slow to get up. He's holding his knee. And the training staff's going to get out there. Be a quick little medical timeout as they're checking out Jordan Simmons. 4:17 remaining here in the fourth quarter, 28-12. Raiders up by 16. Batesville will, if the Raiders do punt here, they'll end up getting the ball back, which is not enough time, in my opinion, to score two. I mean, unless they just have some really quick drives.
Anything can happen, though, still.
Anything can happen. I mean, at the one time, the USA beat Russia in that hockey tournament a long time ago, way before we were alive, and the announcer said, "Do you believe in miracles?" That's what Batesville's holding out for right now.
Yep.
Nettleton has had a great defensive second half, allowing no touchdowns and no field goals. Elam had a chance at a 29-yarder for the Pioneers, and he just missed it a little left.
That was a big game changer right there. The momentum completely shifted to the Raiders, and we took that momentum and drove down the field with the Harold brothers and scored a touchdown.
Jordan Simmons is up and walking off on his own power. So that is a great sign, and the Raiders are looking to punt here. Javion Lyons is set up about at the 48.5-yard line. Got all the lines set. The snap is good, and it's a high punt. And what a Raider bounce. They're going to pick it up at the 14-yard line. Javion Lyons with a sky punt, and it paid off.
I mean, you wasted a little bit of time. You got the ball down the field. I mean, that was perfectly executed right there.
I mean, he was standing at the 48, and he got it down to the 14. I mean, he did his job perfectly. Killed some clock, and Pioneers will take over here at their 14-yard line. And they got a long way to go. That's 86 yards to get downfield in 4 minutes and 5 seconds. They got to do that twice. They're down by 2 possessions. 28-12 is the score. 1st and 10 for the Pioneers. Expect the air attack and getting out of bounds. It's going to be a interesting run play here. It's Bent. Bent is rolling out left side, looking and finds Doherty, and Doherty catches it and runs out of bounds. They're going to say he got it at the 20, and that is be second down and got it at the 19. Second down and 5 with 3:57 on the clock. Clock is stopped as Doherty did go out of bounds. 28-12. Raiders with a 16-point lead. Bent in the shotgun, and it's Murrah on his right hip. Bent gets the snap. It's a pitch play, and the pitch is bobbled, and Murrah goes down instantly to avoid any Raider takeaway.
Batesville still trying to hustle down the field.
Makes it 3rd down and 10, a 5-yard loss there on the bobble pitch. So it's going to be 3:36 remaining and ticking here in the 4th quarter. 28-12, Raiders up by 16. And they're going to sub out Murrah. I think they brought in Garcia. Yeah, Garcia is their backup back. Clock is ticking, a 3rd down scenario. Bent tries the freeze play. Nobody bites. They send out Garcia, and Bent rolls out right side. Throws a pass, and it's picked off. Desmond Copeland. 4 picks, 4 games. He's working onto the opposite side of the field. Copeland has a shot at it. He runs out of bounds at the 10-yard line, and Raiders will take over, and there's a flag down. I believe they're going to get him on a sideline warning. Be Nettleton's first. And if I was to assume, it'd be sideline warning. Looks like it's unsportsmanlike conduct. Unsportsmanlike conduct on the Raiders. And they're going to get the ball at the 30. Excuse me, the 25. So 2:56 remains here in the 4th quarter. Desmond Copeland racks in his 4th interception of the year. He's definitely making a bid for All-State. He had a couple against Blytheville last week. 4 games have been played, 4 interceptions. He's pretty much averaging an INT per game at this point.
That's impressive.
It's Jefferson and Kamari Harrell in the backfield. Jefferson gets the snap, hands it off to Harrell. Harrell's going to run up the middle, and
he found
Harrell
the hole.
has a gap.
And that's going to be
It's
another
a touchdown. Raiders. 2:50 remaining here in the fourth quarter as Kamari Harrell punches in a 25-yard touchdown. One play, one score. Kamari Harrell and the Harrell brothers do a very good job of scoring the ball here at Nettleton. Makes it 35-12. Drew Goss is on to kick the extra point. Nettleton looking to score. The kick is high, and it's good.
Wow.
It doink through, and very good job there by Drew Gossett. We're going to take a 30-second break. When we come back, we're going to have more of the fourth quarter back here in 30 on the EAB Sports Network. Raider football here, 2:42 remaining here in the fourth quarter. 35-12, Nettleton with a 23-point lead. And they've been doing absolutely phenomenal in this second half. It's been a great fourth quarter, especially on the ground between the Harrell brothers. Kamari has 2 touchdowns, both over 20 yards. And Xavier had 1 in this quarter as well. Kickoff is fielded by, and it's fumbled. Kickoff is fumbled. Is Nettleton underneath it?
Nettleton takes the ball.
Nettleton will take over at the 32-yard line, and Nettleton has shifted every bit of momentum. The first drive looked like Batesville had all the momentum. They came out gunslinging, and they capped it off with a touchdown. That has been the last touchdown Batesville has scored. Nettleton has made a lot of changes, especially over halftime. Score 4 touchdowns in the second half, and there's a chance Kamari Harrell will find the gap and do it again. Jefferson gets the snap, hands it off to Kamari Harrell. Harrell has a hole, just not big enough, and he gets about, they're going to say about 4 yards. And it's going to be second down and 6 after a 4-yard rush there by Kamari. 2:15 and ticking here in the fourth quarter, 35-12. Raiders up by 23. Jefferson in the shotgun. Kamari on his left hip. And they're going to hand it off again. Harrell working up the middle. And he gets about, they're going to say 4 yards yet again. Makes it third down and 2. Kamari Harrell doing a good job of sticking with the game plan, running right up the middle, not bouncing outside. That's always huge.
Just trying to run the ball right now, waste some clock.
35-12. Raiders don't have to score again. They could take a couple short runs, and as long as they move the sticks, they keep going. But Harrell, he bounces outside. Kamari's not done.
Yep.
He gets it.
He's going to keep fighting for it.
He has
That's
the
going
end
to be a
zone.
Raider touchdown.
Kamari Harrell does it again. I'm running out of room on this paper writing down all my scores.
Wow.
With 1:15 remaining, there is a couple flags on the play. Got a little too ahead of myself. It was a 24-yard touchdown. Let's see what the call is going to be. There's 2 flags on the call. Really interested in seeing what's going on.
Both teams don't know what's going to happen right now.
Let's see what sideline they look to see if it's going to be accepted or declined. They look towards Nettleton. Block in the back. Raiders. Personal foul. Penalties offset. Offsetting penalties.
Still, a great run there.
So, penalties offset. They're just going to replay the down. I don't.
All right.
It's they'll get it from 3rd down and 2. I didn't know blocking the back was a 15-yard penalty, and I don't know. I'm lost.
Yeah.
1:15 remaining in the fourth quarter. 35-12. Raiders up by 23. Jefferson.
Oh,
is going to get brought down in the backfield.
it's a little bit confusion right there. Tried to hand the ball to the right. But
Harrell was on the left.
yeah. I think after that, after they brought that touchdown back, everybody's a little bit confused right now.
Timeout on the field. Timeout Batesville. We're going to take it with them. 1:02 remains in the fourth quarter. 35-12. Raiders up by 23. We're going to take a 30-second break. When we come back, we'll have more Raider football back here in 30 on the EAB Sports Network. Raider football here. 1:02 remains here in the fourth quarter. Nettleton with a 23-point advantage over the Pioneers. It's 4th down and 9. Nettleton with the ball. And Nettleton with an empty set. They're going to go for it. Marcus Jefferson is in the backfield all by his lonesome. 3 receivers out right. And it's going to be a quarterback draw. Jefferson spinning, working forward. And he'll go down before the sticks. And it's going to be a turnover on down. I was going to say it's got about to the 29-yard line, and Batesville will take over with 56 seconds left on the clock. 35-12. Raiders up by 23 after a 3-touchdown quarter here in the fourth. 2 of them being Kamari Harrell. Almost had a third one. The down was replayed due to offsetting penalties. So Kamari Harrell is absolutely a beast for this team. So is his brother Xavier Harrell. Both the Harrell brothers can run the football.
For sure.
Bent's in the pistol. He's going to fake the handoff. He's looking to pass. Passes to Patterson. Patterson hit in the knees. And it's going to be 2nd down and looks to be about 4. 2nd down and 5. Gain of 5. Bent's in the pistol yet again. And he's going to drop back. Airs one out. The pass is complete.
Flag.
And there is a flag on the play. It didn't look like there was a push off or an extension by the offense. And it didn't look like the defense didn't turn around. It was a very catchable ball. Let's see. Pass interference on the offense. And they're going to say it's going to back them up. 25 seconds remain here in the fourth quarter. 35-12. Nettleton's been playing a great game. And it's been fun.
It has been.
So the pass interference backs them up to the 19-yard line. So it's 2nd down and 20. 2nd down in a country mile. 25 seconds on the clock. 35-12. Make sure you stick around for our American Navy postgame show. It's pretty much almost time for the American Navy postgame show. Be a part of the force that never quits. Visit Navy.com to find out more. Bent's in the shotgun. Has 3 out left. He looking to pass. And they're looking across the middle of the field. The pass is incomplete. And it's going to be 3rd down and 20 with 19 seconds remaining here in the fourth quarter. It's been a fun one here.
Has been.
Reminds me a lot of the Truman game. Truman came out, smacked us in the mouth, and then Nettleton comes out. They came back. They handled business in this fourth quarter. Pretty similar score to the
Yeah.
Truman game. However, there was a lot of Truman left to be played at the time where the game was finished.
Extracurricular activities right there.
Cole Bent's in the shotgun, moves over Patterson. He fakes the handoff. He rolls out right side. He's
Looking
going
deep.
to look deep for Garcia, and was it intercepted? I can't really tell. It's going to be incomplete. Intended for Garcia. Donovan Mitchell couldn't hold on. He's in a cast.
He wanted that. Is he?
He's in a hard cast.
Wow.
He has a minor fracture in his wrist right now.
And he's still out there hustling.
He is. The Mitchells are all hard workers. I know the family very well, and Donovan definitely does not lack in the aspect of being a hard worker.
Gotcha.
9 seconds on the clock. It's 4th down and long.
That's very impressive.
35-12. Raiders up by 23. And Bentz is in the backfield. He's going to just throw the ball, and it's batted down by number 45 by the Raiders. This will be a turnover on downs with 5 seconds on the clock. That pass was batted down by Jonathan Rotten, a sophomore linebacker. And Nettleton's going to take over at the 21-yard line. I'm expecting victory formation right here and just calling it a night. Hopefully we get the opportunity of having Coach Hampton up for the American Navy post-game show. Haven't got the chance all season yet. Nettleton will start conference off 1-0.
Love to see it.
And it's a huge start, especially against a always tough, always physical Batesville team.
For sure.
Looks like Nettleton is lining up in the old victory formation. And Marcus Jefferson takes the snap, takes the knee.
That's going to be game.
And that's how we end this one. Nettleton Raiders will pop the confetti. Let everybody know they started 1-0, and it was a fun one to call. 35-12 is the final here from Raider Field. I'll tell you what we're going to do. We're going to take a 3-minute break. When we come back, we're going to talk a little about the scoring and have our American Navy post-game show. It's time for the American Navy post-game show. Be a part of a force that never quits. Visit Navy.com to find out more. Back here in 3 minutes on the EAB Sports Network. Picture perfect night for the Raiders, starting off 1-0 in conference. We're going to go and break down a little bit of the scoring. In the first quarter, Batesville came out and put together a 5-minute and some extra change on a drive. It was a 1-yard tush-push touchdown for Bentz, and the 2-point conversion was no good. Started off 0-6. Then Batesville gets the ball back. They kick a 35-yard field goal with Jackson Elam to go up by 9. Then the Raiders get the ball. From there, they take a 10 with 10-12 remaining here in the second. Xavier Harrell, 1-yard touchdown where he leaps over the defender who built a wall at the goal line. Put the Raiders at 6-9. The 2-point conversion from Harrell was also good, making it 8-9. 6:50 remaining in the second. A 31-yard field goal by Jackson Elam to go 8-12. In the third quarter, a big momentum shifter was a Marcus Jefferson touchdown run from 4 yards out. The PAT was good, making it 15-12. Then Batesville, at the start of the fourth quarter, had every opportunity to tie it up with a Jackson Elam 29-yarder that missed left, and the Nettleton Raiders said, "How do you do, Mrs. Wiley?" as Kamari Harrell scored first in the fourth with 9:52 remaining from 21 yards out. The extra point missed right, but Raiders went up 21-12, a 9-point lead. Then 7:49, Nettleton does it again. This time 7-yard carry from the X-Man to go up 28-12 after the Drew Gossett point after touchdown. Then with 2:50 remaining, it was a 25-yarder from Kamari Harrell. The extra point on that one was good by Drew Gossett to make it 35-12. And that is your final score on the night. And it was a fun game. And the energy was there, every ounce of excitement. And it was the Raiders all in the second half, making the difference and sparking the change. And I'll tell you what we're going to do. We're going to take another break, and we're going to do our JOSM Player of the Game. Player of the Game is brought to you by Jonesboro Orthopedic and Sports Medicine. They've been back in the game for more than 40 years, and we hope Coach Stephen Hampton will come up here and join us. If not, we'll just call it a night after we name our Player of the Game. So we're going to take another, let's do 2.5 minutes. So I believe that's 150 seconds. Back here in 2.5 on the EAB Sports Network. I'd like to welcome you back into our American Navy post-game show. It is the American Navy post-game show. Be a part of a force that never quits. Visit Navy.com to find out more. We're going to go to name our Jonesboro Orthopedic and Sports Medicine Player of the Game. Player of the Game is brought to you by Jonesboro Orthopedic and Sports Medicine. They've been getting you back in the game for more than 40 years. And I also don't think Coach Hampton's going to come up. He's talking to all the coaches down on the field, just finished up with the players. So we're going to name this player of the game. We're probably going to skedaddle for the night. Player of the game, in my opinion, we're going to give it to Xavier Harrell. He probably racked up at least 100 yards tonight, 2 touchdowns, and I'm not trying to discredit any other player on the team. Kamari Harrell, also 2 touchdowns. Marcus Jefferson had a touchdown himself, and the Raiders were hot like a tamale. That's a Blake Aaron Isbell bar from Yo MTV rap days. So it was a good team win.
It was.
It's the player of the game. I can't give it to the team of the game. So we'll give it to Xavier Harrell tonight after a stellar performance. It was fun watching the Raiders score, and a great comeback from them. They were down 8-12 to end the second half. The second quarter. They come back. They come out of halftime on fire. I mean, Marcus Jefferson scored. Then it was Xavier and Kamari, and it was a phenomenal game and a job well done by the Raiders.
It was.
So just like that, we're going to call it a night. Thank you all for tuning in on this lovely Friday evening. Very cool day. And I'll just say a big shout out to my main man, Gavin Grubbs, in the studio, producing everything for us. Gavin, you do an excellent job as always. And to the NTV crew here, it's Colton Stevens, Happy Hands Hunter Tolbert, Money Dolly Max Samples, and Dylan Conaway. And that's the crew on the night. And we're thankful for all these guys do, and thank you for all your support. And we're going to let you know to have a good night. Raider Pride is justified. Raider Pride forever.